Hey friends, Dana here. And yeah, sure, we got plenty of summer left, but we all know what comes next when the weather shifts from crotch soup season to frozen shriveled peas season. That's why I love my pals at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. It's the perfect time to get them out and take a peek at both your AC and your furnace. Book your AC tune-up by August 21st and save $45 or save $90 when you bundle both. It's the early bird deal and it's the way to go for peace of mind on both ends. Go to standardheating.com and make sure to mention 93X when you book.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
Oh, well, sure. The beauty of a brand new work week. Breathtaking, isn't it, Josh?
I'm a fan.
Thank you very damn much for dialing into the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
So much potential for the week.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the most beautiful part of a brand new work week is you haven't screwed anything up yet.
Not quite yet.
Not yet. Here we all sat Monday morning. Here sits Smashley, the pregnant member of our program, very pregnant at this point.
Still a party of two.
Yep.
People already texted this morning wondering if you had your kid since we last spoke, but that's not the case.
I am kind of surprised to see you here. Surprised and disappointed.
I tried, man. I tried so hard.
I know you did. I predicted that, and I even bet a large amount of money, that you'd already be out on maternity leave by now. I bet $100 that you'd already be holding the official baby of the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show in your arms. But here you sit.
Yeah, I even went on Saturday. I went to a little county fair, or I guess not little. I went to the Washington County Fair. That's a pretty big fair, and they say walking around is supposed to do some stuff, and I thought some stuff was happening.
It'll help you give birth, and it'll help you take a good dump. Walking around a little bit, they say.
I think he did drop lower.
You thought it was happening Saturday night?
Yeah, because I could tell that. So I usually feel his movements above my belly button. But after I walked around all Saturday, everything's either belly button level or below. So I think he's gone down even more.
People are texting in, when's your due date? August 22nd is the answer to that. But last week we made a collective bet. Cubby, Dana, Randy Shaver, Brad Ryder, and myself threw $100 into a bucket, and we all picked a date. My date has now come and gone. I picked last Friday. Do you have it in front of you?
Yeah, you picked last Friday, and Shaver
that was
is
also
wrong, too.
That was also the date that you picked.
Yeah, I was thinking 37 weeks. This is going to be it.
Randy Shaver has been eliminated now because he picked
yesterday.
Sunday. Cubby, Brad Ryder, and Dana are still in the running.
Yes, Dana, I believe.
I'm out. I picked Saturday.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask if you were Saturday or today.
If you had just fulfilled every little girl's dream and given birth at a county fair, that would have been fantastic for me and my bank account, Ashley.
Well, so they had the Washington County Sheriff Department there, like all the paramedics, and there was this young kid running the booth. And I thought about going up to him and being like, just like screaming, like, oh
no.
My gosh, like I'm in labor. I need your help.
Just to mess with them? That's awesome.
You need to deliver this child right here by the corn dog stand.
You were going to approach the rookie cop and scare the hell. That would have been a great bit.
I wish you would have done it.
So
that's really good.
What days did Josh and Brad Ryder? So Josh and Brad Ryder are the only guys still in line for the money.
Yep. Brad Ryder picked today, and then Josh picked Wednesday.
Damn.
Yeah, I told my wife she was very disappointed in me. She said I should have went later. And even at the time, I thought, Nick started with Friday, so it got me in the mode, I better pick sooner than later.
Yeah,
I think I would have picked like next week or maybe even into the week after that.
Really? Really? You wish you would have... Well, here's the thing.
I wish I would have waited till next week.
Here's the thing. And we can clear this with the other boys later on when Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder jump onto the program around 7:30. If this baby doesn't happen by Wednesday, Josh made the latest prediction Wednesday. If that baby doesn't happen by Wednesday, no pun intended, it's a push. We all throw another $100 into the bucket, and we start all over again with fresh predictions. Who's in?
For like her next one? Or
No.
just if she's still not having it. Okay.
Yes, if she does not have the baby by the final prediction, which was Josh, you had the latest prediction, Wednesday. It's a push, more money, and fresh predictions from everybody.
Oh, I don't know. I like the Price is Right rules where closest without going over wins.
Oh, well.
And you said Brad's today?
Yep.
So after today, I'm a rich man. If that's the way we play.
Well, F it. We'll have to discuss that.
You never really know, though, because I have a doctor appointment today, and they could be like, hey, based on what we saw, we want to take them. So go on down to labor and delivery.
You never know.
That's true. Brad could be a winner today.
Yeah.
They could pull this trick on you. They could say, hey, Ashley, look out the window over there. And you turn to look out the window. They kick you in the ass. And here we go.
Did you get the link I sent you to Kegel exercises?
Yes, I did.
All right. Stop maybe on Tuesday. So by Wednesday, we can have this kid.
Deal.
Do you need any one of us there, or would you prefer we just get a text later on saying, hey, guess what? You got a new nephew?
You guys can come hang out if you want.
Just in the waiting room?
I'm going to need some distractions.
Can I pass out cigars like they did in the old movies?
Yes. That's so funny because one of the reasons why I wish I didn't reveal the gender to anybody is because I want one of those like old school movie moments where dad goes out into the waiting room and is like, oh, it's a boy. And then everybody cries and all that.
Well, it's possible they made a mistake.
Oh, no, I've seen it. There's no mistake there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. One time.
Are you bragging?
One time when they did the ultrasound, it was just like, boom, front and center. Like, whoa, okay.
You saw your baby's pee-pee?
Yeah.
Saw the hog, huh?
It's got some big balls.
How's that possible?
Stop already.
It takes a while.
We got some dude who's got nothing to do with it over there already calling it a hog, which makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's not a hog until it's an adult.
Well, apparently, according to her, he's doing well for himself.
You started it.
Jeez Louise. All right. Well,
It takes a while for those things to drop. I know I had a physical on Friday, and my doctor said any moment now mine will drop as they're supposed to. So,
you're talking. Now we're talking testicles.
Isn't that what she said?
I thought we were talking.
She said big balls.
Yes, I know. But a couple minutes ago, she had just started talking about the baby dropping.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
How was your physical?
Oh, just fine. I found out he's a member of the Brotherhood, which was cool. I found that out with some. I actually text your wife, Nick.
She showed me this note that you got from the doctor.
Yeah. So, she did. Okay.
Yeah. This was really, really funny. I thought it was funny.
Well, she showed me perhaps the coolest video I've ever seen, and that was you using your new flamethrower.
Oh, there are plenty of folks curious. Did I make use of my new flamethrower over the weekend? The answer is yes.
Looked fun.
I had a great time.
To the point I wanted to buy one.
I was burning things up all over the yard. I came very close to setting my property on fire, but that's what I wanted with my new flamethrower. Thank you for bringing it up, Josh.
I actually almost bought you an accessory because she sent me a link to it. And then I thought, oh, he's never going to use it. Did you look up any accessories for this thing?
No, you sent me a link to some.
I know your wife sent me a link to what you bought, right? Your flamethrower.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And sometimes it'll say underneath, hey, why don't you buy this along with it? You'll love it, right?
Okay.
And I almost bought you one.
Oh, what was it?
And I thought, he's never going to use it. It's a backpack for the propane tank.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Sick.
Yes.
And I'm like, but it's funny. It costs more than the flamethrower. But I thought, I want it because I see you carrying around. I never even considered it. You're carrying around.
Yeah.
But I think that'd be pretty uncomfortable carrying that around. And I bet you'd feel like a major dork.
I would. You're right on both accounts. It would be a pain in the ass to carry a propane tank on your back, in my opinion. And I also would feel like a complete douche barrel walking around the property with.
What if I also got you a Ghostbusters outfit?
Oh, man, now we're cooking.
I am not going to wear a Ghostbusters outfit, but it's a great idea. That propane tank strapped to my back, now that's a great idea because if something goes wrong, I will be shooting up into space.
I didn't consider that either.
And I can get a great view of the neighborhood before I die. So, yeah, a lot of fun using that new flamethrower, but your doctor wrote you a funny note when you had your physical.
Yeah, so they have all those tests. I'm not pregnant. Whew, close call.
Oh.
And he says, hey, things look good. And at the very end, he wrote Brotherhood. And I was like, well, that's really cool, that he put that in there.
I had a doctor for a while who was a listener, and great guy. Really, always had a good time with him. But at times, I don't think he really cared how I was doing. He just wanted to talk about what concerts were coming up.
That's awesome.
I'd walk in and say, I'll tell you what, I am as sick as I've ever been. And he'd say, we'll look into that in a second. So Metallica and Seven Dust are touring together? Tell me about this. I'm like, dude, I don't know if I can breathe over here. Yeah. We'll handle that in a minute. But so Van Halen's getting back together, right? He was into it, and it was fun. But at the same time, I thought, I don't know if this guy's really all that dedicated to keeping me healthy. That was cute that the guy autographed that was your funny. Doctor's note with Brotherhood.
I was not expecting that.
I've made my OBGYN into a fan of the show now. She likes to listen, and she asked me, like maybe 2 weeks ago, Nick, she's like, hey, you know that like older guy on the show? I was like, yeah? She's like, do you like him? I said, yeah, I love him quite a bit. And that was it. I was what were you going to say?
That is suspicious.
That is suspicious.
I don't think
you need a new doctor.
She doesn't like me very much.
It's like, oh, yeah, I love him.
This is crazy. HVAC/R and stuff, Jesus. I'm the guy that gave you the physical. Yes, I'm a member of the Brotherhood. No, I am not a doctor.
Oh, no.
I was bamboozled. We got intimate.
Oh, my God.
Did you take the drawers down and everything?
I appreciate a good scam. That was good.
Sorry, I got confused. A couple minutes ago, Josh was talking about testicles dropping. I thought we were still talking about babies dropping within the womb. Did I use the proper terminology, Ashley? Within the womb?
I think so, yeah. I don't know.
You got to pronounce the B.
I'm not exactly sure what goes on, to be honest.
Brings up one of my favorite high school stories. 10th grade. Sitting there in class. I remember the teacher and everything, but because he was a funny guy. Funny teacher. One of the few teachers that I made an effort for because he was kind of a loose character with a good sense of humor, so I at least would make a little bit of an effort. That was how I decided my scholastic career back then. If I liked the teacher, I would make an effort. If I didn't, head down, asleep every day until they handed me an F. So I liked this guy. He was funny. One day in class, he called on this kid named Donnie. What about you, Donnie? Do you know the answer? And Donnie said something along the lines of, well, I lost my textbook last week. And I wasn't able to do the homework, but I promise I'll do better. Kid was just in a massive fight with his puberty in that, right? And this is the teacher who responded by saying, hey, don't worry about it, Donnie. Those things are going to drop eventually. And I laughed myself. So I don't think a lot of kids in the class understood what he meant by that. I laughed myself sideways. What a cold-blooded response by the teacher.
Oh, that sucks.
To poor Donnie, who was in the middle of a
I bet he's pretty embarrassed.
Yeah, year-long battle with puberty.
How long does that usually take for your voice to change over?
Well, it was so long ago, I don't really remember.
Well, my son, he's 13, and some of his buddies are going through with it. Some of them have lasted a little while. But there's a couple other ones where it's all of a sudden their voices just completely changed. Very quickly.
I don't remember much about it, Ashley, so I'm guessing it wasn't too long of a...
My nephew's ridiculous. I mean, he went from a falsetto to Barry White in about a month. His voice is comically low at this point. I don't know how it seems like there's no in-between. He just woke up one day and he had this crazy low voice.
Well, I tell you what.
Does not match him at all.
When I was a little kid, I was the squeakiest. I had the most ear-piercing voice. My mother, has cassette tapes of us kids running around the house. And at times she would sit us down and ask us stupid questions that you'd ask a little kid. Listening to myself, oh my damn. I'm surprised they didn't just put a sock in my mouth.
You've watched relatively recently your nephew play youth football.
Sure.
You know, when the kids are younger and you hear some of those quarterbacks, and it's just sounds like Mickey Mouse. 42.
It's funny.
It's hilarious.
It's funny you bring that up because probably the only other kid in my grade with a more ear-piercing high voice than my own was one of our youth quarterbacks. And still, once in a while, me and my buddies will joke around about those days because practice after practice and game after game, we had to listen to our squeaky quarterback say, "Down, down," and I'm not even doing it justice. I can't get that high anymore. Go, go. Because we were taught down, set, go. I remember my first day of football practice when the coach said, our cadence is down, set, go. I said, go? What are we, a bunch of friggin' amateurs? It's hot, you idiot.
Was that his idea, or was that like
the coach's?
That was the coach's idea?
Yeah, we're going to... It's not
district-wide or something like that?
It was... it was our team. We were the only idiots that said down, set, go. But anyway, the kid's voice was the only one that could... I should have been a BG, for a stretch of time when I was a kid, because God help us could I hit some high notes.
I'll tell you, that kid, the kid I'm talking about, opposing teams, home team, everybody would just have to laugh because he was so loud and it just sounded so silly.
It's terrible. It's terrible. All right. We were met with some bad news. You were going to say something, Josh?
I was just going to mention, so there's still a chance, back to you, Ashley, there's still a chance you have that kid on the air. And that's what some people have their fingers crossed.
Sure.
An on-air baby delivery.
Yeah.
Always a chance.
Dr. P's supposed to be coming in today. Maybe he could give us an idea what to do should that happen.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let's ask him that.
Let's make sure we ask him that, because we might be like, okay, we were jokingly wanting you to do this. Now we have no idea what to do.
Things can happen very fast. I mean, I know a couple women that their water breaks, and then 30 minutes later, they're holding their baby.
Whoa.
That's frightening.
That would be awesome.
Also quite exciting. So, good idea, Josh. If Dr. P shows up, we haven't heard from the guy. He's single. He runs around all weekend with shady characters. If he shows up today, great question. What will we need if we're up against delivering a baby live on the radio? Where was I going with this? Some bad news last night. Lonnie Anderson died.
That's too bad. She was very funny, and I'm not trying to... I mean, I know this is probably an unpopular opinion, but also very attractive. I'm not trying to start an argument. And she seemed like a very sweet, kind person.
From all accounts, she was all of those things, Josh. And you know what? I was a dick to her.
Oh, you met her before?
What'd you do?
Was this a radio thing where you were supposed to be?
Yes.
Ah, that sucks. Because I know you've been put in that spot before and felt pretty bad.
As soon as I learned of her passing, I thought, oh, no. Nice gal, talented, local, born in St. Paul. And then it hit me. Oh, my God. 25 years ago or so, because of this friggin' job, I was a dick to her. And I feel a lot of regret over that.
Did it seem to affect her?
In the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That sucks. May she rest in peace.
I'm sure she got over it quite quickly.
I'm sure. Yeah.
But,
yeah, I'm sure as she was, hanging out with Burt Reynolds, probably didn't think too much about what was going on with you.
No, I don't remember what it is I said to her, but it was my first gig in radio, which I hated so much, and we've talked about it up and down, on this program. My first gig in radio was I was out on the street interviewing people about this and that. Let's check in with the guy on the street.
Gross.
And every, I don't know, 5 years or so, a famous person would come to town, right? And then I would have to run out and hassle them. And one time it was Lonnie Anderson. And I don't remember what smart mouth bit I dumped on her, but it just hit me last night, Josh. I thought, Jesus balls. I was a dick to her.
That sucks. I feel bad. I know that wasn't something you wanted to do.
Right. And I have the same regrets about Bob Denver.
That one always kind of makes me a little misty-eyed.
Gilligan. I was a dick to Gilligan, too.
Oh, how do you be a dick to Gilligan?
Because it was my job, Dana, okay? That's how I paid the bills. Sorry, Dana.
Now you pay your bills by being a dick to me.
If that was a job, there'd be a lot of rich people on Reddit. Multi-millionaires.
Oh, well played.
Dana?
Yeah.
I'm sorry I blew up.
That had nothing to do with you.
I'm sure it will never happen again.
No.
Dana, look at me.
Yeah?
I'm sorry.
Okay. We're all good, man.
Bob Denver. Gilligan comes to town. For Christ's sake, I spent, like the rest of us, I spent my childhood watching Gilligan's. But now, because of this stupid gig that I had to go find him Summers. He made an appearance somewhere in town, and I was a dick to Gilligan.
Oh, he's so adorable.
He is. He was.
I want to, I guess I can't anymore, but I just want to protect him.
But here's the difference between the Lonnie Anderson. I want to protect him too, but it's too late now. He's gone. Isn't he gone? He's dead, right?
2005.
Yes,
Oh,
he's
God,
been
that's a
gone
long time ago. Jesus Christ. The difference between the Lonnie Anderson incident and the Bob Denver incident is I remember Lonnie Anderson looking a little confused by my dickish, stupid on-air radio prank that I pulled on her. I don't remember, again, what I exactly said. I remember her temporarily looking kind of confused. But now that she's gone, it tortures me. Now, Bob Denver, I'll remember the look on his face on my deathbed. I'll remember how disgusted and disappointed he was. Because I kind of had to sucker him in, you know. I needed to gain his trust first for him to agree to come on air with me. And I said, well, Bob, I've always wanted to. I always loved Gilligan's. And he's smiling with that big Bob Denver smile. And then we went on air, and I, like a snake, I turned on him. Kapah! And I said something stupid to him, and his face just changed from joy and excitement to sadness.
Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry.
It is awful, Ashley.
I wasn't there, but just picturing that, because he's such a sweet, or was such a sweet man.
Let me imitate. I know this is not good for radio, Josh. So let me imitate Bob Denver's face change for you. It went from this to...
Oh, that's
dude.
That just broke my heart.
Yeah.
and
it's kind of like if you told a kid on Christmas morning somebody stole all the presents.
Yeah.
That's the look he had.
Yep.
And your dog died at the same time.
And your dog is dead. And I was so disappointed in myself, so ashamed of myself immediately.
Did you apologize?
Yes.
Okay, that's good at least.
After we went off the air, I said, hey, sorry, I don't remember what I said. But whatever I did say, Ashley, it wasn't enough. I hurt him.
Oh.
And all he ever wanted to do was bring joy to people.
And he did. So
And he
well.
did.
So very well.
I wonder if I would have had the balls to do that to the skipper. I don't think so. Someone else who was widely regarded as one of the most fantastic people you could ever meet, Alan Hale, the skipper. I don't think I would have had the balls because he was a bigger guy. He might have whooped my ass.
Were you a Ginger or a Mary Ann guy?
I toggled back and forth week to week. I could never decide. And don't text in Mrs. Howell. That joke has been done to death.
I would. I wouldn't have to be stranded on a desert island for Mrs. Howell. Would you?
She never even factored in.
Well, not to me either as a young man, but now more mature, rapidly putting on weight. I'd say, yeah, I'd hit that.
That's been a problem for quite a few years. You know who else passed away? And all of you are going to say, who? But I really loved the rock and roll band Junkyard, Josh. I really did. They had just a moment or two in the late 80s, Junkyard. They had a big single called Hollywood. My favorite track by Junkyard would be a song called Simple Man. I understand their lead singer passed away, a guy by the name of David Roach. He was sick with cancer from what I read. If you never heard of Junkyard, give them a listen. They had a couple records, late 80s, early 90s. And again, Simple Man, I think. And it's not the Skinner Simple Man.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, I love that.
My computer just froze.
Oh, I loved that song. And I loved their kind of southern rock vibe. And the guy had a great voice. I was sad to hear, for you 80s rockers, I was sad to hear that David Roach, but I never met the man. I never had the opportunity to be a prick to him.
You never got a chance to insult him?
To pay the rent.
Way too young, too. I'm reading here 59. Yeah.
Oh, he had that great opening line in the song. You can take the boy out of the filth, but that don't make him clean. You made my life easier, baby, but that don't make it any less obscene. Check it out if you get a minute. Oh, here's some people texting in about their favorite Junkyard songs. Hands Off, absolutely. Anyone go see The Naked Gun over the weekend? I meant to last night, but then I fell asleep.
Nah.
No, he kind of ran out of time. And I thought about it. Maybe I'll just wait for it to be available to rent or something.
I've read great things.
Yeah, me too. I've heard great things from friends who have seen it.
Yeah, I have as well.
And the type of friends that I actually trust their opinion on, you know, because you sometimes have some friends with questionable taste. I'm probably that friend in your guys' life. But people who really know their comedy, they said it's absolutely fantastic.
Is my computer up over there?
Yeah.
Oh.
You sure?
Positive.
I fell asleep. Missed my chance to go see The Naked Gun on opening weekend. But here's a text from a listener who said they went off to see it Friday, and it was hilarious. 90% of the jokes hit. Great homage to the originals. And also, I think they're telling us here, Cubby, to stick around for the credits because there's one more funny scene that they dump into the mix.
Seems more and more movies are doing that nowadays.
Yeah, and I love when suckers leave the movie theater, but you stick around as a loser.
If it doesn't happen, you're kind of disappointed because you're well, I mean, aside from the fact that he sat there forever, but at the same time, you're just expecting it.
Some theaters have started posting alerts, like, just so you know, there's another scene during the credits. Stick around for it.
That's smart.
I also heard with Naked Gun, it's a lot of fun to go see it in a theater with a bunch of people, you know, because the laughter is just infectious and everybody's just having a good time.
That's good. And I saw Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson on television together over the weekend. They are a couple, I think we covered that last week.
Yep.
They're an exciting, hot, young, new couple in Hollywood. And Pam doesn't wear makeup anymore.
Yeah, good for her.
I didn't actually recognize her at first for that very reason.
Yeah, she doesn't wear makeups anymore, and there you effing go. Very different than her old approach to things. Boy, she's been through some. I mean, she's seeing Liam Neeson now, however you say. How do you say his name?
Neeson.
Liam Neeson, right?
Yep.
Seems like a nice enough guy, and Pam deserves that because, boy, has she been with some douchebags.
She sure has.
Oh, my God. Boy, has she gone through some turd bags, you know. Hopefully they last forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, he seems like a good guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, I suppose we should get going, huh? Get going again on this beautiful Monday. Later on, Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder will swing by. We got our fingers crossed for Dr. P. Jesus, too. So appreciate you hanging out with us. We'll take a break. Oh, so your computer is working.
Well, that one is, but I can't get the music to work for some reason.
Were you going to try to play Simple Man?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on.
A little technical difficulty. What's happened to this beautifully put together, what do you call it, Josh?
Studio?
This thing that we're in. We'll be back in a few minutes on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Hey friends, Dana here. And yeah, sure, we got plenty of summer left, but we all know what comes next when the weather shifts from crotch soup season to frozen shriveled peas season. That's why I love my pals at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. It's the perfect time to get them out and take a peek at both your AC and your furnace. Book your AC tune-up by August 21st and save $45 or save $90 when you bundle both. It's the early bird deal and it's the way to go for peace of mind on both ends. Go to standardheating.com and make sure to mention 93X when you book.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Welcome to NFL Flag.
Are you ready? Yeah! Are you ready? Yeah!
No matter who you are, lace up your cleats, smear on your eye black, step out on the field and chase something. Chase a goal.
Let's get it!
Chase the big time.
Get that, ladies!
Chase rings. Chase gold medals. Chase all of it. It's all up for grabs now. NFL Flag. Chase something. Visit NFLflag.com to find a league and start the chase today.
Stupid news on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
You know,
What? Did you just give this guy a complex?
I'm not Gilligan. You don't have to be rude to me.
What was
I'm not
that?
the recently deceased Lonnie Anderson. You don't have to be a jerk.
I decided to play a little prank on Josh. And now I feel great shame. Just before we hit the mics, Josh showed up this morning with a new turquoise hooded sweatshirt.
I don't know that this
I
is
noticed.
turquoise.
What
I like
what
it.
would you call it?
It's like a blue.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I know turquoise.
Like
is,
Carolina blue.
yeah, it's not turquoise.
I guess.
I think I could play for North Carolina if I wanted to.
I don't know. It looks more. Anyway, I just wanted to start a little trouble. Right when you cracked the mics, Dana, I said, hey, to Ashley and Josh. I said, before we go live, bad call on the turquoise hoodie.
I thought you were going to say something like really, really important too.
That did seem like he was setting us up like, oh, just be aware of this.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Well, if I wasn't hit on by every girl I saw on the way in here, and they specifically pointed out my hoodie.
Did
I'd
they
have
all
a
point out the hoodie?
Every single one.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, my face is up here, but they're all like, ooh, check out that hoodie.
You look great. I was just trying to throw a monkey wrench into our operation right as we went live. I thought I would add a little.
I do get crap, though, because it's Carhartt.
Yeah.
And I've already had a couple people going, oh, did you just finish a hard day's work? Is that what you just got doing?
What did they say to you when you walked around with your North Face jacket?
Oh, you must, shoot.
Go on grand
yeah,
adventures.
Oh, I know, I got it. Oh, the adventures you must have. They know, like, I barely leave the house. The only outside I get is from my car in our parking lot to the front door. I mean, I don't even, at home, I just go to the garage and then I come here. That's it.
Just ball busting, Josh. You look sharp in your new hoodie. The stupid news report. Okay? The old stupid. I'm sure some of you remember this. Back in 1998, two lifelong friends and also half-brothers, one named Mitch and one named Sam, opened up a very successful revenge-for-hire business. in order to pay for their dad's heart surgery. They called the business Dirty Work.
Just watched that movie the other day.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
That is so funny.
I love that movie
Is it
so
as
much.
funny as I remember?
Yes, it is.
I really liked that movie.
Those boys got it done.
They did.
Mitch and Sam with their revenge for hire business that they called Dirty Work. Now, you fellas have a lot of growing up to do. I'll tell you that. Ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. Can you believe these characters? Way out of line. Got a good mind to go to the warden about this. You know what hurts the most? The lack of respect. That's what hurts the most. Except for, the other thing. That hurts the most. But the lack of respect hurts the second most. Ridiculous. If Mitch and Sam were ever looking for another partner for their revenge business, they should look into hiring this here gal from over there in, how do you say this again, Josh? Ohio. A gal by the name of Tia McCreary. She's got the skills for the gig, a revenge for hire type gig. Here's her story. But I don't know if I'm really fully on her side, but I'll tell you the story anyway, and then we can make a decision as a family. Tia went to a joint called the Taylor Kia dealership in February of last year to buy a brand new Kia K5. Anyone ever driven one of those?
I drove its predecessor, the Kia Optima. At least
Dude.
I think that's what it became, the K5.
Fair enough. Tia went to the Taylor Kia dealership to buy a Kia 5. They helped her finance the motor vehicle through a lending company, and Tia was pre-approved for a loan. Well, that's just great. But a month later, the dealership and the loan company, or both, decided they didn't want to finalize the loan. So the dealership went out and repossessed the car while Tia was at work. Was someone saying something? I'm sorry.
It's weird. I didn't know that. That's just odd.
Comes off a little different, sure. They pre-approved a loan for Tia, and then a month later they said, well, maybe we don't. And then they took the car back. They repossessed it, possessed it while she was at work.
They took Tia's Kia. Can't do something like that.
As you might guess, Tia was pithed. And she came up with a way to get revenge. While Tia was looking into her legal options, she discovered that the car dealership failed to renew the registration of their business name, Taylor Kia of Lima, Ohio. So Tia registered the business under her own name. Then she sent the dealership a cease and desist letter telling them they couldn't use the Taylor Kia name because it was now registered to her.
Good for her. I would never think to do something like that.
That is so spiteful and hilarious at the same time.
They sued her ass. And the case is still tied up in the courts and all that, but the most significant ruling so far has gone Tia's way. So it says here she's at least succeeded in being a thorn in their side kind of a thing. She's bothering the piss out of that car dealership.
A former coworker of ours early on in the .com days, he made some money by buying up a bunch of domain names. Like, I even told me, hey, you should consider this. And it's kind of like with Bitcoin. I'm like, I don't know about that. It was too new, and I'm too stupid.
Jesus, I wish I would have thought of something like that. But
yeah, he bought like some big. I wish I could remember maybe I shouldn't even say if I did remember, but he bought some decent, like some celebrity names and some company names early on, and he ended up making enough money where he quit and he bought a farm.
That's awesome.
That was so genius.
Selling the
he made enough money selling website names that he quit his job and bought a farm?
Yeah.
I had a high school teacher that did the same thing, Josh. bought up a bunch of, I won't say what they were, but he told us, a bunch of sports franchise names and everything like that. And eventually they came calling saying, hey, we need that domain name. And he was able to just name his price.
A farm?
Yeah, farm. I buy domain names every once in a while.
Yeah, I remember you being involved in that many years ago.
Yeah, I bought a few, not to make any money, just to hold on to.
Weren't you the original owner of pissmops.com?
I still own it, yeah. I own a share of it, just a squirt. I just own just a little bit. The dumbest one I have is tonelyfans.com. I was just buying some stupid names.
Tonely?
Tonelyfans.com. Like if I ever had an audio production website or something, I thought that'd be just a stupid website to give out.
I get the pun now. Tonely.
I thought that maybe you were hanging on to it for a guy named Tony who might want to start some type of pornographic website.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, no, you can have it. Tony, if there's a Tony out there that wants it, sure, I'll give it to you.
All right, back to this Tia gal. She gets approved for a loan to buy a Tia, and then she was disapproved of that loan. To get revenge, she buys the dealership's name and then sends them a cease and desist saying they can't use that name anymore. They go to court. She's really aggravating the hell out of these folks at the Kia dealership.
I mean, that's kind of their fault. Why wouldn't they have bought that? That's crazy. So many businesses are on top of that.
Yeah.
Or even they'll buy maybe misspellings of it.
Probably just a lapse, a momentary, they just forgot that you have to up and renew and register your business name. But here's where I'm troubled. This is all entertaining to talk about. But if the dealership and the loan company had a legitimate reason to turn down her loan application, then I think this Tia just needs to grow the F up. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's true, for sure.
Maybe she's just a giant child that can't yet handle the idea of not getting what she wants when she wants it.
That's just crazy to me that she got pre-approved. They gave her the car. She left with the car. And then a month later, they're like, never mind. Like, that's just how it works.
I've never heard a story like that, but maybe they found out something crooked about Tia.
Yeah, maybe she lied on her finances.
Yeah, whatever. There's plenty of reasons
that
why.
That would suck, though. You're driving around this car. Everybody knows you got a new whip.
I don't know the accuracy of this, but I was told by a relatively reliable source about a local city here where there was a guy that was in a pissing match with the city over something. I don't know what it was. And they hadn't registered the website. So he bought the city name, and he just torched the city on this website. So if you went to cityname.org.com, whatever it was just him ranting about how much it sucks.
I love that.
I don't know what happened. I know there was a lawsuit, things like that. But it's curious to me how they could sue, if you just bought something that's out there to purchase.
Exactly.
I don't know.
I don't know enough about it, but
I'm not sure where to go with this one. The next court hearing on this nightmare is in a couple of weeks. But sure, if you are truly wronged in some way, I don't know. Personally, I don't have the skill set to come up with some elaborate revenge plan. But if you are truly wronged, I understand you standing up for yourself and voicing, what's been done to you. But if you just didn't get what you want when you wanted it, and you're trashing a company name and making their lives as difficult as possible, then grow the F up, for Pete's sake. But I don't know. Pissingmatch.com, is that a website?
I bet it is. Let's see.
And I want to find out who wins.
Well, I'm going to look on my work computer, not my computer.
All right. Don't hurt yourself. I'm just curious.
Oh.
Is it?
Something good?
I don't know.
It's good, isn't it?
I don't know. It's making me
Is it great?
It's making me approve and allow things, and I'm not.
Well, then don't even bother.
I'm nervous.
That sounds terrible. That was just.
My security thing just came up on my laptop.
Yeah, this one did too.
Don't push it. Don't push it. It's just a theater of the mind, Ashley. Theater of the mind. Here's a typical derelict jag-off for you. last week, a 27-year-old guy way out there in California. He goes by the name of Freddie Solario. He got himself arrested for breaking into a building or two at a Little League ballpark. And Freddie, he snatched over $4,000 worth of equipment.
It's kind of crazy how much some of those, how much some of those leagues have, in money.
Well,
as far as like sometimes you'll hear about somebody that's in charge of it embezzling a certain amount or selling equipment and things like that.
I'll tell you what, when I played Little League baseball, we certainly looked broke. We were wearing the same jerseys that our dads wore in the mid-'50s, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Youth sports seems different
these
now.
wimpy, almost see-through baseball pants, you know. You got anything other than bright white? No, everyone wears bright white.
You're lucky if they have your size.
Right.
Yeah.
But this guy wasn't stealing old uniforms and bats and balls and such, from what I understand. He made his way into some storage sheds at the Little League ballpark. He grabbed up power tools and what they call here, quote, more valuable items that he could sell for a quick buck. He was caught on surveillance camera. He was recognized right away because he's a career pissbag crook in the neighborhood. Here's my favorite part. The local television news did a story on this, and they even put one of the local Little League ball players on television, and the scrawny little kid said something like, why are you stealing from us? We're just trying to have fun.
Oh.
Poor kid.
That'll get the viewers fired up, right?
Yeah.
Smart move by the producer of that story. Toss some hungry-looking kid with tears in his eyes on camera. This Freddie dude's going to get chased out of town by a mob like he's effing Frankenstein.
I just want to play baseball.
Yep. I know a couple of guys who made a few bucks back in their high school days. They broke into the equipment shed at their high school and stole all the hockey gear and then sold it to the highest bidders. Ooh, they made a lot of money.
I bet.
That stuff's not cheap.
Oh, but it didn't last long. They were caught. I mean, they had all the helmets and shin pads and breezers and gloves and shoulder pads, and they had it all. But they were caught. Here's an interesting little reward program they got cooking in Russia. I don't know what you're saying. Everything's effing sideways over there in Russia. Yeah. Shady, crooked. I know. See if you can follow this. In Russia, the story tells me police corruption is a harsh reality, they say, that most people have to deal with on a daily basis. Well, I can't say I'm surprised to read that.
It shatters the way I thought about officials over there in Russia.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, they seem like they're on the up and up.
In a southern part of Russia called the Rostov region or something awful, the cops are testing a new anti-corruption method. And here it is. Policemen officers who refuse bribes are then rewarded with the amount of the bribe that they were offered.
What?
I don't see anything wrong with this.
It's that bad?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. On my way in, I was just bribed $15. Mm-hmm. I'm going to need $15 for lunch.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so for example, some cop is on a street corner, he's hanging out, he's patrolling, he's on duty. A derelict walks up and says, hey, pal, I'm itching for a BJ. I'm going to go buy this prostitute over here. I'll give you $200 to look the other way, right? The uniformed officer says, hell no, I'm not going to go along with that. He puts the cuffs on the derelict. No BJ for him. The cop brings the derelict in. They write up all the paperwork, and the cop gets that $200 or rubles or whatever they trade back and forth in godforsaken Russia. That's the gimmick. $200, little man. Put that in my hand.
So, I mean, does the offender have to sign a document saying, yeah, that's about how much I offered him, or maybe make a video confession?
Yeah, how do you prove that?
I wish I knew the answers there, Cubby. But just like that, the cop's got himself some walking around money. Says here some cops have already been paid. The gimmick just started, but yet a couple cops have already been paid. And the whole purpose is to discourage people from offering bribes to cops. But not everyone is on board. Some Russian folks are saying this, they're saying that. Like Josh was just alluding to, one individual said, any bribe is now beneficial to a dishonest cop. He can secretly take the bribe and be happy, or he can always turn in the bribe giver, look like a hero, and be compensated with that exact same amount of money. There's a fear that the police will stop performing their jobs and just chase dollars around while on duty. Or you brought up the scenario of just making it up. Well, a cop shows up at the cop shop and says to his chief, or whatever they call it in the police business, the boss, the chief, the general, whoever he is, hey, just a few minutes ago, some dude offered me $500 to look the other way while he stole a car. So I don't know.
Speaking of that, can you imagine somebody's like, hey, how about this? I'm going to give you a brand new Kia K5 if you look the other way. And then you go to, and you can just get whatever car you want. Yeah, oh, I forgot to tell you. He also said he'd put snow tires on it for me.
Mm-hmm. You need snow tires in Russia.
You probably do.
So I don't know. Thankfully, it's Russia. They're not my problem.
Those are the folks protecting you? That's what they have to do just to keep them honest? That would make you feel comfy.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Cubby, I just don't know. You know that story I was just telling you about the two guys I knew that broke into the equipment shed at their high school, stole all the equipment, and sold it for beer money? Got a text from this smart mouth right here who says, oh, tell us more about the struggles of the baseball team in poor Wayzata. Well, I got something to tell you, tough guy. That story didn't come from Wayzata. It came from Edina. So take a big friggin' bite out of that.
You show them.
Look at that. Somebody just got put in their place.
2 words for you. Suck it. Sometimes I feel bad straightening folks out like that. All right, how about we see what's going on in the life of Britain's most tattooed man? And I would imagine, of course, when you're the most heavily tattooed individual in any country, your life is but a dream. Nothing but laughs. But I guess that's not the case for Britain's most tattooed man. It's not always just wall-to-wall. What do they say these days, Josh? I was trying to come up with this saying. Unicorns and rainbows. What's the
Rainbows and unicorns?
Is that what it is? Okay.
Oh, he's scary.
Here's the deal. Is he scary looking?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like, doesn't look what you'd expect a heavily tattooed guy to look like. You know what I mean? He's kind of nerdy looking. Like, he doesn't really look badass. You'd think somebody with all those tattoos would look kind of badass.
I didn't see the man. I didn't bother looking at Britain's most heavily tattooed man. Could you spin your computer my way so I can get a...
Take a look. Look how nerdy he looks.
Well, yeah, I expected dark, ominous tattoos, and he has a lot of bright colors.
Yeah, he just has such a friendly expression.
Yes, kind of a friendly...
Kind of more of a tough guy is what you'd think.
No, he does not look... This is not someone I'd be intimidated by at first glance. He's got a lot of bright colors. His hair is, dyed green. He's got a mustache. Yeah, this is not what I expected. Okay, but he's Britain's most heavily tattooed man.
He looks like he has one of his eyes tattooed as well.
That sounds wonderful.
I haven't heard great things about that.
Like a doll's eyes, lifeless eyes. 45-year-old man. From what I understand, the dude likes to go by the name King of Inkland. So I'll go along with that. I'll call him King of Inkland.
Oh, stupid.
That's really awful. That's the worst self-anointed nickname I think I've ever heard in my life.
It's pretty bad.
So write that
Pretty bad.
down. He is Britain's most tattooed. He also has the dumbest nickname I've ever heard in my.
All right.
He's spent over 1,600 hours of his life laid out nude on a table getting tattooed. That equates to 66 full days, if my arithmetic is correct. That's how much time he has spent in a tattoo parlor. He's got a problem, other than the obvious. The poor guy, he can't even go ahead and whack his own bag while watching online porn like the rest of you do.
The rest of us.
And it's because even his effing face is covered in ink. It says here, ever since last Friday, hardcore porn sites in the stupid United Kingdom are conducting strict age checks to ensure the masturbators are over the age of 18. This new deal includes a gimmick where the possible porn watcher has to supply a credit card and a photo ID that matches up with a selfie before they can look up, say, for example, a Sasha Grey blowbang. So King of Inkland runs into trouble right effing there because the new security system believes he's wearing a mask.
Would you, for the folks that you were referring to, the masturbators,
Yes.
would you ever let them pre-masturbation, well, I guess any point in masturbation, take a picture of your face or have the camera on your face?
No.
While you're
never.
whacking it?
Well, even whenever they do it, like beforehand, like, okay, yep, that's the guy that's about to masturbate.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Confirmed, that's his face. Sure, you can argue that if you have your camera on, somebody could see it anyways, but I'm saying somebody's looking at it online.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I think I'd steer clear of that.
Because I'd imagine, like at a Christmas party, like a Dexter kill scene, there's just pictures up everywhere of all the people that have, they can confirm masturbated to their product.
At the Pornhub Christmas party, they have all of your faces up on the wall. Look at this guy. Oh, look at this sorry lady.
Even a description of what they watch. Oh, that guy's gross.
She stops by here 30 times a week. Look at her face.
And maybe even a time. All right, that guy right there, 45 seconds. That's all it took him.
So, again, the new security gimmick in England takes a picture of your face. You got to match it up with a ID and this and that. The most heavily tattooed man in that part of the world, he can't whack off anymore to porno because the security system thinks he's wearing a mask, but it's actually his tattoo-covered face. So there he sits, pants and underwears around his ankles, tattooed rod in hand, I would imagine, but no porno movie on his computer screen. It's just the most heartbreaking story you'll hear all day long.
All he wants to do is masturbate. I wonder if, like, maybe in countries or places where you have to do something like that, if magazines and DVDs will make a resurgence.
Yeah, the old porn mag. Can't even find them anymore.
Yeah, I guess you don't see him, do you?
No, I used to look for them all the time, too. By God, I did.
I don't even know where you would look for them.
I thought bookstores still had, like, Playboys. Or did maybe... I thought... So Playboy went away and now it's back, right?
I just don't know.
Yeah, I'm not positive.
I was never a Playboy guy, Josh.
He needed something dirtier, didn't you?
Never
Far.
even... Like, when you first were exposed to those magazines?
I quickly moved on to the hard stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. So King of Inkland, or whatever the hell silly name he goes by, he said this about his situation. It keeps asking me to remove my face. I can't just do a Nicolas Cage or John Travolta-like face-off, he said. He's funny. All this proves, he says, is that technology and AI are discriminatory.
All right, bud.
And they're not set up for people with facial tattoos. He said, I feel like I'm being punished for being me.
I'm sure they can register someone with a normal amount of tattoos. But my gosh, look what you did to your face.
Oh!
Your eyes, bro. You tattooed your eyes.
Your eyes, bro.
It's like a doll's eyes.
Ouch.
Lifeless eyes.
Can't even fathom that pain.
It's just so sad.
Yeah.
Technology is upped and blue-balled this poor bastard. One more sad comment from this guy, because I'm sure you're all very worried that he may never get the chance to whack off to online porn ever again. He said, "This is who I am." Why are you trying to change me? He's very dramatic.
Just go on like OnlyFans or something. The Chive, right? Isn't there some stuff on the Chive, Nick?
A lot of girls in their underwears on the Chive.
He might need more.
He's very dramatic. He's very sad.
Mom, I'm trying to masturbate.
Let me whack it.
Do we have time for one more?
I never really know when we're supposed to go to break, so I'm always going to say yes.
Yeah.
In a place called Shanghai, their local police department has turned out what they're calling here a real-life Robocop.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Cool.
That's not that cool. It's not armed, and all it's done so far is direct traffic.
Oh.
But it's a start. That's the way I look at it. It's a start.
I think it looks pretty cool. You don't think it's cool?
No, it's wimpy.
Because it's not armed?
Well, really that, and it's just little, short, little skinny, little wimpy looking robot.
Well, it looks about the same size as some of the other folks in the picture. I don't know.
I think he
it's
looks
awesome.
pretty sick. Yeah.
I don't like him.
Oh.
What it is, by
Is it the
God, is
tattoos?
it's a humanoid robot dressed up like a policeman officer. I mean, it does look kind of cool, but just wimpy. Are the pictures up on our website of the new Robocop?
No, but I can put him up there.
They put the robot cop out on the streets of Shanghai, and it directed traffic, and it's even able to give voice instructions.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Come quietly or there will be trouble. It will give voice instructions to pedestrians. It can say, "Red light, please stop." It knows all the standard hand signals to direct folks across the intersection. The robot is nicknamed Little Tiger. I bet its real name is Murphy.
Should be.
And it's all part of an experimental gimmick they got going on over there. They're trying out a robot cop to see how it might work out. It took crazy scientist-type folks 4 years to build it, and it's still undergoing testing. But they're antsy to get it going for realsies over there. They want to use Robocops in what they call here heavily trafficked areas and or during large-scale events to direct traffic. This, you go that way, I'm a robot, you're a human being, you go this. I would think the world would be a better place if we had more Robocops. But something, not this wimpy traffic cop, more like what we saw in the original Robocop movie from 1987 that you hear Josh and I obsess over on this here radio show.
Would it be better if he wasn't in, I hope I say this correctly, I feel like I always say this word wrong, like high-vis? Would it be better if he wasn't in that and he was in kind of like a cooler outfit?
Yeah, if they gave him a cooler outfit.
Because I didn't really realize what he was wearing.
Bulk him up a
that does
little
make
bit.
him a little nerdy, but the head, like the helmet, looks really sweet.
Yeah, bulk him up a little bit, give him more of a metallic look.
Maybe some flames.
Put Peter Weller in there somehow.
I'm difficult to please on this subject because RoboCop's one of my favorite movies. Officer Murphy / RoboCop, one of my favorite movie characters. If you haven't seen the 1987 RoboCop, then you haven't seen a movie. Clarence Boddicker.
There's a few violent scenes from movies growing up that have stayed with me, and what happened to him to become RoboCop, that was one of those scenes. I remember as a young guy going, oh my God, this is so gross and brutal.
It changes you.
It did. I was different after that.
And it's much more of an emotional movie than it's given credit for. When RoboCop kills Dick Jones, and the old-timer says, "Nice shooting, son. What's your name?" And RoboCop says, "Murphy. I cry like a child every time." A lot of you don't understand what Murphy went through.
Has everyone here seen the original?
No, I've never seen the original.
Oh, my damn.
Oh, that's right. Ashley, you just said that. You saw the remake.
Yep.
Dana, give us what we want.
I've seen it. It's been 20 years, but I've seen it.
You've never seen
Dick
it.
Jones works for the cops. That's right. I am a cop.
Sports on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
While we were fishing, we had a pretty close call with a couple bears.
Hey, Sam, we got a bear. We got to move down.
Oh, my God.
I want to blame it on Bowie. They were pretty interested in his whole look, so we got out of it okay, but it was a close call.
God, those Canadian guys all sound alike.
They really do, actually.
They do. It's kind of creepy. NHL players. Or maybe I should just say Canadian NHL players, which is most of them. They all sound exactly alike. It's a weird thing. Anyway, that was audio there of completely unnecessary Seattle Kraken forward John Hayden. He and the hockey club, along with their mascot, a character called Bowie, they went to Alaska to do this or that and shoot some television commercials and promos and whatnot for the upcoming hockey season. John Hayden is standing in a river somewheres in the middle of the woods, and he's got the mascot with him, and a friggin' bear came out of the woods and charged them.
This is crazy.
Big old grizzly bear, it appeared to me. The sumbitch even growled at them. And I got to say that, they got the hell out of there, but not as quickly as I anticipated they would.
I would be running faster if I could, certainly.
Especially, yeah. I mean, brown bear, you're running. Full sprint.
Is that video up on our website?
Yes, it is.
They got out of there, but not as quickly as I would have, or at least I would have attempted to.
If I had to encounter a brown bear, though, I think I would like to be in a mascot costume. Might give you a little bit of safety.
I don't know. I mean, tougher to run and see where you're going. That thing came at him.
See, the player, Hayden, never heard of the guy, by the way, he's blaming the Bears' interest in them on the mascot.
He's intrigued.
Yeah, because the bear sees people now and again. A bear doesn't see a giant goat or whatever Bowie is supposed to be.
What is Bowie supposed to be?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
A 6'5" giant goat wearing a hockey sweater. That's where the bear says, okay, what are you? I want to get a look at you.
Yeah, you got my interest now.
And I got to give this Bowie guy all the credit in the world. He stayed in character, never said a word.
Yeah, I would have been screaming. I don't know.
That's an interesting video.
Maybe he didn't really register what was going on, but
I've been close to bears before, but black bears. Never a oh God, no.
around their food source too? Nuh-uh.
Yeah, if I was in that suit, you'd have to dry clean it afterwards.
Without a doubt.
Or maybe run it through a couple times.
Hell yes. I'm hesitant to bring up the Twins because everyone in town is so mad for obvious reasons, but the Twins won a game yesterday. Brock Lesnar showed up at SummerSlam. We got a lot to talk about at 7:30 when Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder stop by. Till then, we'll take a little break ski and come back with Cubby's news report.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Hey friends, Dana here. And yeah, sure, we got plenty of summer left, but we all know what comes next when the weather shifts from crotch soup season to frozen shriveled peas season. That's why I love my pals at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. It's the perfect time to get them out and take a peek at both your AC and your furnace. Book your AC tune-up by August 21st and save $45 or save $90 when you bundle both. It's the early bird deal and it's the way to go for peace of mind on both ends. Go to standardheating.com and make sure to mention 93X when you book.
They're gross, they're offensive, and kids on the road see them.
Half-Assed Morning Show.
He goes to schools. He's known by our children. He's known by our families. He's known throughout the United States. Who goes and steals an image of Smokey Bear and then tries to profit off of that?
A jerk does. That's who. A man accused of traveling to Orlando to steal and resell Smokey Bear signs from state forests has been arrested with help from the iconic wildlife preservation mascot himself.
Put a shirt on, for Christ's sake.
Florida's, if I had that bod, I wouldn't. Florida's Commissioner of Agriculture posted on social media to announce the arrest of a man who they said traveled from Pensacola to Orlando to steal the signs. Then he listed them on Facebook Marketplace for just under $2,000 each.
Dang.
Well, who's spending that kind of money for a Smokey Bear sign?
You have to be drunk or high, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'd spend maybe $25 max.
I wouldn't give you $1 for a Smokey the Bear. Anyway, go right ahead. I'm sorry.
Big thank you to Smokey Bear for personally assisting in the arrest, the department posted on X Wednesday, alongside a photo of America's favorite firefighting bear holding open the squad door. as the perp was put in the dreaded dunce seat in the back.
If you're going to go in and commit crimes in our forest, you probably need to find a different place. Not only will you find Smokey in some of those forests, but you'll find our Carl officers.
Smokey Bear.
You're telling me Smokey the Bear showed up for this?
Yeah, he helped them make the arrest.
Was the dude giggling his nuts off?
Didn't look too happy. I only saw a picture. I didn't watch a video.
He must have been thrilled. I mean, this is obviously someone he really thinks highly of.
Well, he was, I think, ashamed. You know, he let down Smokey Bear.
Oh.
Created in 1944 by the USDA Forest Service and Ad Council. It's long been the face of wildfire prevention. Signs across the country reminding folks of the daily fire danger based on the weather.
Huh.
Did you guys also do a Smokey the Bear play when you were in elementary school?
No.
No, that sounds awesome, though.
No? Yeah, I was a deer. I was deer number 2.
Couldn't quite rise up to deer number 1 status, could you, Ashley?
No, it was a legacy, though, at that point, because my brother, like 3 years before that, he was also deer number 2. So I had to keep it going.
Yeah, it's in the bloodline.
Yeah.
F me, a Smokey the Bear play.
I should find that. I think my parents have it on disc.
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys
We
should see that.
I want to watch that. That's hilarious.
Just boo deer number 2.
Some sad news. As we mentioned earlier, Lonnie Anderson, the 79-year-old Twin Cities native who rose to TV stardom on WKRP in Cincinnati, has died. According to her publicist, she passed away at a Los Angeles hospital just days before her 80th birthday following a long illness.
Morning, Jennifer.
Morning, Herb.
Any calls?
No.
Messages?
Nope.
Mail?
None.
How about lunch?
No lunch either.
Dinner?
Busy.
Okay. How about later at my place?
You're married, Herb.
Oh, yeah. I'm Andy Travis, the new program director. Sorry, got a meeting. We'll talk later. If you last that long. Nice fellow.
One of the best. Would you like to see the big guy?
The big guy.
The skipper, the chief, the head honcho, the jerk who runs this place?
We're heartbroken to announce the passing of our dear wife, mother, and grandmother, her family said in a statement. Born in St. Paul and raised in Roseville, Anderson, who would have been 80 tomorrow, became a household name thanks to her role on WKRP in Cincinnati, the CBS sitcom which ran from 78 to 82. It followed a struggling AM radio station that switched to rock and roll to stay afloat. She played Jennifer Marlowe, the smart, poised receptionist who handled calls meant for the bumbling station manager, Arthur Carlson. That role earned her 2 Emmy nominations and 3 Golden Globe nods.
So, how's it going?
Oh, same old thing, answering the phone and fighting off Herb.
Herb ought to be ashamed of himself.
You know, I'm really getting tired of it. He wants to take me to lunch. He wants to take me to dinner. He wants to take me dancing. And every time I say no, he says, there's yes in my eyes.
Beyond WKRP, Anderson appeared in films like A Night at the Roxbury, the 1998 comedy starring Will Ferrell and Chris Kattan. That same year, she...
A Night at the Roxbury. Oh, man.
That same year, she played the villain in the kids' action films Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain.
Also starring Hulk Hogan.
Yes, alongside the late Hulk Hogan. She was married 4 times, most famously to Burt Reynolds, whom she met while filming a movie in 1983. They married in 88, divorced in 94. Anderson later met her 4th and final husband, Bob Flick, at a movie premiere in Minneapolis. Lonnie Anderson was 79.
One of her ex-husbands used to drink at my neighborhood bar. Nice guy.
Yeah, she...
Not sure whatever happened to the guy. She was a very sweet lady.
She sure came across that way. Yeah, she was pretty great. She was very funny on that TV show.
Did you get into that? I never dialed into that one.
Not a ton. I mean, it wasn't something my parents watched regularly. I mean, they controlled the TV, and they watched it sometimes, and I thought it was pretty good. You know?
Was she a little too, you think she was a little too sexy for your parents to put her on the television very often?
Yeah, maybe that was part of it. Mom's like, no, we're not going to watch that.
They didn't want you to get any funny feelings being a deeply Catholic youngster?
Well, it was pre-getting those feelings for me.
But very quick-witted. You know, she was a very talented gal.
It's one thing to carry a grudge, but when you're also carrying a blade, that's a recipe for disaster with a side of evisceration. 2 bakery owners in New Jersey were attacked over a sandwich they served. 4 years ago.
He's like nuts, crazy. He say he's allergic with the eggplant, and he told him, you give me the eggplant in my sandwich, and my stomach was bothering me and stuff like that.
Around 8 p.m. Thursday, a man walked into the bakery furious because when he ordered an egg sandwich, he got the eggplant.
Why you finish the sandwich? Why you come back like 4 years later asking for like why? That's crazy.
According to police, the man claimed the sandwich made him sick. And 4 years later, he was still angry about it.
Really? And he showed up 4 years later.
And stabbed the brothers that run that place.
Son of a bitch, now he's stabbing people.
For context, in the last 4 years since, we've had a global pandemic, Will Smith's mental breakdown at the Oscars, the Hawk to Girls BJ tutorial, and Ashley got married and pregnant, but in the opposite order. Even through all that, he was still pissed about the sandwich 4 years later. So instead of asking for a refund, he sought revenge. One of the owners was stabbed in the stomach by a box cutter, giving him his own tummy troubles. And when his brother tried to step in, he got slashed in the arm.
Does that sound right? No, it doesn't. Over a sandwich from years ago?
Something like this, it never happened, ever. That something is really, weird.
A business.
You ain't kidding, bro.
Yeah, it is never happening. A business next door got the guy on video, but at last check, police were still trying to track him down. 4 years. That's a long time to hold a grudge over a sandwich.
Must have been a bad sandwich.
That must have been some serious gut rot.
A 29-year-old man was arrested after authorities say he hopped on an airport cart and drove it straight through the moving sidewalks or walkways at Buffalo Niagara International Airport. He also lived up to his name. Kevin Sinning's misguided midnight misadventure occurred last Monday. Officials say he got into an unattended Prime flight cart and drove it through the airport, smashing through moving walkways and causing damage to both the cart and the glass panels along the way.
Oh, what is wrong with you? I don't think that was supposed to happen.
I think he's drunk. Very perceptive on both their parts. Yes,
I kind of like this guy.
That sounded fun.
I got to tell you, it's very wrong what he did, but the video's hilarious.
He's just playing bumper cars with everything that crosses his path.
Well, he's just going down the walkway, and he looks like he's in his own world. It appears he doesn't know what's going on. At one point, footage cuts to the aftermath of the joyride, revealing one of the walkways with glass shattered and beams twisted. Later in the clip, the driver attempts to push through yet another moving walkway. The cart clearly doesn't fit, but he keeps going, and it sounded very crunchy. Crushed metal echoed through the hall as shards of glass scattered like razor-sharp confetti behind him. When officers finally caught up with him at the end of the walkway, officials said he appeared visibly intoxicated.
I understand. Every time I see those, I'm like, ooh, that would be fun.
Man, you get one of those cool-ass carts at the airport. You'd think there's so much open ground, right, to just cruise around and have fun. Why did he try to force it down the moving sidewalk?
Yeah, I don't know. But
just, he's loaded out of his mind, doesn't... That's great audio.
Yeah, watch the video if you get some time. It's
all right, I got to go over there.
Police in only if you have the time.
I do. Thank you for being concerned about my time.
Police in Brazil are investigating a strange and tragic case involving a young woman who died with 26 iPhones glued to her body.
What?
The 20-year-old reportedly became ill while riding a bus July 29th. During a stop for poops and pees, she began gasping for breath. Paramedics were called to the scene, but despite working for 45 minutes trying to revive her, they couldn't. Her heart had powered down, and she was declared dead right there on the scene. Police didn't find any drugs on her, but they did discover several bottles of alcohol in her luggage. What really caught their attention, though, was what they found hidden on her body. 26 iPhones glued directly to her skin.
Why did she do that?
Ouch.
As for why she was covered in iPhones, police quickly ruled out a serial killer.
Serial killer?
That was stupid.
I don't get it.
Why do I do that? And they're now looking into the possibility she was smuggling the devices. Authorities are working to trace the origin of the phones and determine whether she was part of a larger smuggling operation. Her body has been sent to the Forensic Medical Institute for a full autopsy to confirm the exact cause of death. Smuggling smartphones into Brazil has become a growing problem, officials said. According to Forbes, 1 in 4 smartphones sold in the country last year came in through illegal channels.
Oh, well, Josh, I started watching the guy on the cart at the airport.
Pretty good, right?
This is incredible. Everyone's got to watch this video. Incredible.
Yeah, absolutely love it.
He is so completely tuned out to the world.
Yeah, he's almost professional about it, if you could describe it that way.
I really like that video. Okay.
Me too.
Yeah.
Thousands are praising a Pennsylvania police officer after he turned a sour situation into something pretty sweet for a young lemonade stand owner. Officer Mark Sanguinito showed up after a call from someone going by Mrs. Anonymous. Mrs. Anonymous complained the kids were too close to the road and were being annoying and a nuisance. Okay, Karen, am I right?
Yeah.
But instead of shutting things down, Officer Sanguinito turned a lemon of a situation into lemonade, doing what any self-respecting, heat-weary human would do. He bought a cup. Not only that, he posed for a selfie with the pint-sized entrepreneur and sipped his lemonade like a champ, winning hearts and hydration in equal measure, even making a few new friends along the way. The department's playful, supportive response to the anonymous complaint has been well received, with people all over applauding the officer's kindness and community spirit by turning an eye-roll-worthy complaint that is, into a sweet little moment of community connection.
I love stopping at those little lemonade stands, but the last one I stopped at, the lemonade sucked.
No, I hope you told them.
Gosh, it was
to the manager.
awful. It was just water with some sugar in it. I was like, where's the lemon? What's going on?
I had the same experience, Ashley.
Did you leave a negative Yelp review, Ashley?
No, I turned to the kids and said, this lemonade sucks.
Flipped their lemonade stand over.
Yeah, they didn't know what they were doing.
Nearly 2 decades after going off the air, King of the Hill is making a comeback.
Nice.
Hulu's reviving the Mike Judge animated comedy, bringing it back for a 14th season. And I'll tell you what, Hank ain't a fan of modern beer. Unlike the original run, which aired on Fox and later through syndication, the new season will stream exclusively beginning today on Hulu and will also be available on Disney+.
Are you psyched?
Yeah, I am. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I haven't watched all the previous 13 seasons. Watched a few of them,
Well,
though.
what have you been doing?
I don't know. I feel shame.
Get your life together, man.
But I do want to try this out.
All right.
Even though season 14 just started, they've already renewed the series for a 15th season, so they're that confident in its success.
I'll allow it.
Welcome James Rocky to the studio. NASCAR Hall of Famer Jeff Gordon is 54. Former Major League Baseball pitcher, third on the all-time list for most strikeouts behind Nolan Ryan and Randy Johnson. Roger Clemens, 63 today.
I'll be.
And the star of a very good Paramount Plus series called Landman, Billy Bob Thornton, 70. Best of luck to old Dutch chip slinger Jesus, having rotator cuff surgery this morning. Congratulations to Lickin' Good Jesus and his better half. They're welcoming Miles to the Brotherhood this morning. Happy belated birthday to Moose Nuts, who turned 25.
Moose Nuts.
Who turned 25 yesterday. All Jesus texting a shout out to his bro, Flight Medic Jesus, on his 50th. And that's 93X News.
Randy Shaver.
That's the guy. That's the guy whose chin looks like balls.
On the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Yankee superstar Dave Winfield was flying high last night when his baseball team beat the Blue Jays in Toronto. He had 3 hits, 2 baseballs, and a seagull.
Winfield threw a warm-up ball in the middle of the 5th inning and hit and killed a seagull flying by.
I turned and whipped and threw the ball, to the bad boy, and a bird happened to be there. And it's unfortunate. You think it's funny, but the fans were on my case, and it's tough enough to play this game.
I don't think he did it intentionally, and I think it's just making Toronto a laughing farce in the whole baseball league.
Crazy. It's nuts.
The charge was eventually dropped.
That is correct. That actually happened. Good morning, Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, here we go. Sports and more is what we call it these days. Tell us all about...
Brad's in charge of the more.
Yeah, he's got that covered.
I'm in charge of the more. Okay.
He's got that covered. How was your weekend, gentlemen?
Pretty good. I can't complain. Well, I could complain, but nobody will care.
So
That's true. It's good to be self-aware, Brad.
It sounds like you've got something on your mind, Brad.
Yeah, what's
no,
on your
I'm
mind?
it just won't stop raining, and it's just making a mess of things still at my cabin. So I'll leave it at that.
Oh, yeah, that sucks. A lot of people have to deal with that. They're not having a good time.
No.
Poor Brad.
That's why I said nobody will care. So let's move on. This is the more part of the show. We can move on.
The audio there for our intro back in 1983. I had forgotten all about this until Josh brought it to my attention. Dave Winfield threw a baseball during warm-ups before a game against the Toronto Blue Jays up there in Ontario, and he threw the baseball across the field. It hit a seagull. It killed the seagull, and Dave was arrested for, quote, causing unnecessary suffering to an animal.
That's so bizarre.
And the charges were dropped the next day. I had forgotten all about that.
I think the Randy Johnson pitch or whatever kind of is what everybody thinks about. I don't think they remember the Winfield thing as much, right?
No, yeah, the big eunuch, Randy Johnson, his incident. Well, I don't think there's video of the Winfield incident.
Yeah.
I don't think there is
That
either.
makes a big, because it was during warm-ups. It wasn't during
Between innings, yeah.
Randy Johnson's deal was a spring training game, but that was it had gotten to the point now where everything was being recorded by the time Johnson had that incident with the damn seagull. But Dave, he felt terrible about it. He said the crowd was even on his case about it. Hey, you dumb bastard, you killed the bird.
I mean, it's just a seagull.
Oh, Ashley's got bird power rankings.
Honestly, birds, I'm not the biggest fan of birds.
They're not a big fan of you either.
I'm sure they're not.
No, they're not.
I don't even care. They're not real anyway, Dana.
They're not real.
They're government drones. Everyone knows this.
I know someone just like you, Ashley. One of my buddies hates birds. You want to know why he hates birds?
What?
Because they wake him up too early when he's got a hangover.
Oh.
That's his beef with birds, is they start chattering and chirping whatnot early in the morning, and he's one of those sorry sumbitches that once he's woken up, he can't go back to sleep.
Yep.
So he goes out a lot and gets real drunk, and then he can never sleep in because of the birds. That's his gripe.
We had a boss back in the day that said it's always a really bad or really good night if the birds beat you home. And he was right about that.
Damn.
Ashley, don't you have a baby to have today?
Well, for you to win the bet, yes.
Dang.
Yeah.
Now, we brought this up earlier. There's only two of us.
Dang.
Two of us are still in the running for the money. Last week, we all made a $100 bet on when Ashley would finally give birth to the official baby of the Half-Assed Morning Show. I picked last Friday. Hell, even Ashley thought she was going to have the baby last Friday. I'm out. Dana went on the weekend. Dana predicted the weekend. So did Randy Shaver. The only two left now are Brad Ryder and Cubby. Brad, your prediction was what, today?
Today, yeah. What can I do? Now, don't read it. What can I do to induce labor right now?
Chipotle gift card. It worked for a friend of mine.
Yes.
Had lunch with her at Chipotle, gave birth that night.
Put me under an immense amount of stress. That could help.
Well, that would be a good investment. Either one would be a good investment.
I hate to beat a dead horse, but tell us the song.
If that was going to do it for her, I would.
Oh, crazy with that.
This is I'm firing up the Wayback Machine, which is almost all I ever do around here. But many years ago, Brad was talking about a dramatic breakup that he went through right here on the campus of the University of Minnesota when he was seeing some hot number back in the day. And there was a
Well, it's my high school girlfriend, but anyway, yeah.
And there was a song the two of you shared. You know, you had a song like a lot of couples do, and you have refused to tell us the name of that song that the two of you shared as a couple. Maybe if you finally gave us that information, it would induce Ashley into labor, and you would win that $400. Are you prepared to tell us the name of the song?
It would be worth $400 to tell you, but I'm not sure that it's going to induce labor. So
anything could happen, man. Anything could happen.
Ryder punks out again.
Maybe the anxiousness of trying to find out will induce labor.
So here's what we agreed upon earlier, and we're hoping you boys will go along with it. If the baby doesn't happen today, and if the baby doesn't happen Wednesday, that was Josh's prediction, then it's forgive the pun, it's a push. We throw some more money into the pot. We all make fresh predictions and start all over again. Are we in agreement on that?
Well, we're in agreement on that, except that since we're getting so late, can we do if we start picking other days, do morning, afternoon, evening, because some of it we're going to try to pick dates that are soon.
Sure.
I'm not going to do 10 days from now because she's going to have it before 10 days.
You think?
You can be specific, Brad. You can say, next Wednesday between noon and 2, whatever you think.
Or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. So
I was quite surprised that you all chose around the same weekend because my due date is August 22nd.
Well, Ashley,
so you've got quite a bit of time.
Ashley, I picked last Friday because you said it was going to happen last Friday.
That was my prediction. I thought for sure, there's no way he's making it past 37 weeks.
So your due date is the 22nd?
Yes.
Okay. But you're just thinking you're going early because that's what your doctor's indicated.
And that's what her mother did a lot, right? Your mother was an early
And there's a good chance that I'll be induced, so I'll keep that a secret from you guys if they come up with an induction date. But also, that sometimes isn't accurate. Sometimes they schedule you for an induction, and then you give birth a couple days before, or the induction takes a while and 2 days afterwards.
Ashley, I'll cut you in for 30% if you tell me the
If it doesn't happen by Wednesday, Brad picked today, Josh picked Wednesday. If Wednesday comes and goes and still no official baby of the Half-Assed Morning Show, more money in the pot, fresh predictions. It's very exciting, Josh. Don't you agree?
I agree.
Whoops. Someone played licensed music. This portion of the program had to be edited.
This is I Want to Sex You Up by Color Me Bad.
It's got to be Brad's song.
Oh,
my God. Ashley's having contractions.
Well, that's been known to induce labor.
Or conception.
Yeah.
I remember these friggin' guys. Boy, they were aggravating. Don't you think?
They sure look stupid.
Yeah, they were aggravating.
I wish that would have been my song.
Why do you wish that would have been your song?
Because that would have been a cooler song than the one it was.
Well, why won't you tell us?
Yeah, it's kind of weird at this point.
Yeah, at this point, it's kind of it's as aggravating as Color Me Bad that you just won't tell us.
No.
Okay.
I love it.
Do you guys even want to talk about the Twins, or are you too butthurt?
Pretty butthurt.
We could talk about him.
Rocco. Okay, you're fine with that, Randy Shaver?
Sure.
Hey, we won yesterday. I don't see another loss on the schedule.
There are a lot of folks who are very upset, and I get that. So that's why I ask.
Since when did they revive the ghost of Jose Urena?
Oh, this was 3 weeks ago, a month, maybe 2.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly. Yeah.
I thought Jose Urena was long gone.
Yesterday, Twin starter Jose Urena became the first player this season to appear in games with 4 teams. He had previously pitched for the Mets, the Blue Jays, and the Dodgers. Now he's a Twin. And he went, I don't know.
Let's think about that for a second. The Mets, the Blue Jays, and the Dodgers, and you end up with the Twins. Sorry, sucker. You had playoff.
Hey, I'm going to the playoffs. Hey, I'm going to the playoffs. Hey, I'm going to the playoffs.
Hey, still going to the playoffs. Oh, not anymore.
He's probably thinking, why couldn't I reverse that?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, that's terrible.
Yeah, he was out there, and he did all right. The Twins won 5 runs to 4 yesterday, so they took 1 game out of the 3 over the weekend in Cleveland. They scored 4 runs in the first inning. Guys that you've heard of got on the board. Trevor Larnach and Matt Wollner and Royce Lewis got some RBI single. Cody Clemens even laid down a bunt single in the 8th that made for a nice insurance run. That was a pretty play.
That was not designed either. He did that on his own.
Things got iffy in the 9th, but they got the win. So, the junior varsity twins are still a thing.
JV.
And tonight they start a series in Detroit. And it looks like Rocco's going to do one of those bullpen games tonight.
Oh, I'm sure we'll see a lot of those.
So, holler at me if you don't care anymore. But I don't know. I'm still going to watch baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still pay attention to it a little bit.
Ashley's grade school boyfriend, Louis Varland, and Johan Duran both made impacts with their new teams, which would be respectively the Blue Jays and the Phillies. I saw Duran go out there and get a save. I think it was last night.
I think he got one the night before or 2 nights before.
Right. I think he's got a couple now.
Yeah.
And the people in Philadelphia are pumped. And Ashley's grade school boyfriend, Louis Varland, he went out for the Blue Jays yesterday, the day before, and threw a 99-mile-per-hour fastball and had a 1-2-3 inning. And it makes everyone here in town go, for Christ's sake, what did we do? What did they do to us?
I figured you'd be all fired up about what happened to the Yankees the day after the trade deadline. Did you see that, Nick?
Go ahead, Brad Ryder. I don't know.
All 4 of the guys that they traded, or 3 guys they traded for to bolster their bullpen, blew up and basically blew the game.
Oh, really?
For them, yeah. Like the day after the trade. I don't know how they did the rest of the weekend, but it was kind of funny.
Oh, that's cool. So they went out and made deals for 3 guys, and they all crapped the bed.
Yep.
I can get. I think they got swept by Miami, which is the first time that the Marlins have ever swept the Yankees.
That is an accurate statement, Randy Shaver. So do the Brewers still hold the best record in baseball?
Let's look.
Here. I've got
they are 604. The answer is yes. By a wide margin.
Okay.
A couple games. Toronto and Detroit are a couple games back.
Okay. That's what I thought. Their manager, Pat Murphy.
This guy's a character.
Pat Murphy. He's having a good time. If you're not familiar with the Brewers, man, he replaced that dude that looks 15 still, Craig Counsell.
He's with the Cubs now.
Yeah, he replaced Craig Counsell when Counsell went over to skipper the Cubs. So Murphy's an old-timer. He's 66. A
Wait
lifer.
A second. That's not an old-timer.
Deal with it, Randy. This is his first opportunity to manage a big league club, which he landed again last season when Craig Counsell took a walk, and he's having a hell of a run. Now, if you didn't know, and I certainly didn't, this Murphy is a unique character.
Yep.
During an in-game interview while the Brewers were taking on the Washington Nationals Friday night, he told the reporter that he often gets hungry during ball games.
Right.
And he said to beat that hunger issue, he keeps pancakes in the pockets of his baseball pants to eat during games.
Now, keep in mind that he folds it like a pizza. So that's how he keeps them in there.
Sure.
So he folds pizzas and puts them in his pants, too.
Like at the sex cabin. A lot of folding in half.
Like a pizza.
You fold them in half, and you go from there. All right, so that's kind of a cute little gimmick. He folds up pancakes, puts them in his pockets, and he'll eat them in the dugout.
I've seen guys, I had a couple of friends who took the little small silver dollar pancakes, folded them up, and ate them like that.
Yeah. Pull them out of their pockets.
Not out of their pockets, no.
Oh, you mean you're sitting at a restaurant? They
would put syrup in between. They'd fold it up, eat it like that.
Little pig in a blanket. Maybe throw some sausage in there.
Oh, dude.
I mean, Murphy made it clear I don't have toppings on my pizza when I fold it and put it in my pants, nor do I put syrup on my pancakes.
What's a pizza without toppings?
It's cold pizza, Brad.
It's
cold
bread.
Pizza.
I love cold pizza. Oh my God, that's the best.
All right. What's that?
How does one keep pizza in your pants without it causing like long-term damage to pants?
Oh, not long-term. You just wash them. No, I usually get them out of the hotel when you walk down the people leave pizza boxes outside. They always leave some slices.
Long-term damage.
That's the secondhand pizza.
Yeah. That's the voice of Mr. Pat Murphy?
Yeah.
Okay.
He needs to get one of
picks
those
up
cool
slices
sweatshirts.
in other people's boxes as he's walking down the hall.
Yeah, it's a pro move.
He needs to get a pizza sweatshirt. They make those now where you can the front pocket, you can unzip it and put some slices of pizza in there, and they're all safe.
Was that something Papa John's came up with or something like that?
Probably some cute gimmick like that.
All right, if you didn't follow, so then after he admitted that he puts pancakes in his pockets and goes into the dugout to manage baseball games, after the game, someone asked him about this, and that's when he dumped this extra information. He likes cold pizza, preferably with sausage. He likes to have that on him also for games, either in his baseball pants pocket or in the pocket of his hoodie. And how he acquires that pizza, he wanders down the hotel hallway and looks around for folks who have put an empty pizza box out into the hallway to be picked up by the staff. And he looks through those boxes to see if they left any slices. He says people always leave slices in there. He picks that up, puts it in his pant pocket, and goes to the ballpark.
I've been down that bad
Is this a
before.
minor league manager or a major league manager?
No, it's Milwaukee Brewers.
I've never even thought about doing something like that.
I definitely have.
Who knows what derelict was sneezing all over that pie?
Yeah, God.
Maybe in college, or like I said, if you're scraping for money, but good God, a pizza's $10. Come on.
I wonder when did pizzas go back to $10? and when the F did we get ice cream? But Josh, I mean, I wonder if he's ever eaten a slice that had a cigarette put out in it.
I wonder too.
Some boogers on
We
there.
used to work with a guy who would smoke half-smoked cigarettes wherever he found them.
I've seen the half-smoked cigarette guys before. They pick them up off the parking lot, and if there's a little bit left, they smoke them. But Brad Ryder, they're crediting, if that's the word I should use, I'm not sure, his long career in the minor leagues as to why he would still have this habit despite being now a highly paid big league manager. That he spent the majority of his life making peanuts, forgive the pun, making Dick Tracy. So he's still got this habit of looking for free food at all turns.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
He's not afraid to reach into a pizza box out in the hallway of a hotel and see if they've got some slices in there for Daddy. I like to eat as much as the next guy. I like a free meal as much as the next guy. But God knows what's going on in those hotel rooms.
Yeah.
That's a good.
That's a sex pizza.
Yeah.
By the way, somebody texted me to let me know that Jim Polad's Wikipedia page has been sabotaged.
No way. Oh, I'm going to go check that out.
It's not a shocker.
You know how they do that? When someone does something unpopular, someone will jump on their Wikipedia page and put some kind of a smart mouth comment. So it says...
Dana, I didn't realize you had that talent.
James Polad is an American businessman.
Sure is.
Get out of here.
Chairman, part of Minnesota American League, Eloise Carl Polad purchased the team millions of dollars. And it says he has amazingly turned the Minnesota Twins from a competent organization to a laughing stock in just one day, and that day was July 31st, 2025. I thought it was going to be nastier than that, but that's...
Oh, they must have fixed it already.
That's where it goes.
Yeah, they usually get fixed pretty quick.
I also saw a local company selling some T-shirts with Polad. He's in clown makeup.
Is that right?
Yep.
Soda stick?
No, the guys over at 10,000 Takes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they come out with some good stuff.
They're funny. I like those guys a lot.
Here's a couple of people texting in on either their own little gimmick for snatching up free food or a friend or a family member's gimmick to snatch up free food. A guy says, one of my former coworkers on a towboats, he would take slices of ham from breakfast and pop them sumbitches in his pocket to eat out on the boat when he got hungry.
When I landscaped, we used to always stop at a continental breakfast somewhere along the route. Pop in there, get a little waffle, a little cereal in the system.
See, that's a pro move. That I can go along.
But you're not eating like food off of somebody else's plate.
Right.
The worst I ever heard of was a dude who would go to your neighborhood gas station and he knew what time they threw out the expired sandwiches. And sometimes, though, he was not always on time. It's one thing for... Not that I would ever do this. It's one thing to watch the gas station employee dump the sandwiches into the dumpster and you grab it out right in that moment. There were times when it was hours, maybe a day later.
Ah.
And he would snatch up sandwiches out of the dumpster.
Wow.
They're still in their wrapper now, but the date has passed. They're no longer. You follow?
Those are so cheap too. I mean, what, like $2? Come on.
He would grab up all the chuck wagons and the tuna fish and the this and that.
Oh God.
He was also one of those guys that would always turn off his vehicle when he was at a stop sign to save gas.
No way.
I'm not going to mention any names, but Randy probably remembers a few people at media luncheons that we used to put on when I was a PR guy. That would bring Tupperware.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And they would scoop up all the leftover food and put it in their Tupperware and carry it away.
That stuff.
Yeah.
I suppose one of our former bosses would do that too.
I was just going to bring him up. That guy was disgusting. Disgusting. Now, there's one thing, there are some people, I mean, anything for free, they will step on their grandmother. But the free food people who will just lose their ever-loving mind over free food, they're a different breed. In this former so-called boss that we had here in the building, he would make a fool of himself whenever we were at a party where there was free food or even an event, a meeting.
It was pretty embarrassing.
That is so embarrassing. I wouldn't be able to do that. I mean, even when there's free food and like that we have at our meetings sometimes, and we're supposed to take it.
They want you to.
I feel weird. Like if I take too much, I feel like somebody's looking at me like, "Oh, what are you doing, little fatty?"
Josh
I'm just big boned.
How'd you hear what I said?
Josh and I went to some dorky radio convention. It was the only time we've ever agreed to go to one of these things because the last thing any of us want to do is spend time with other radio personalities. But we went to this thing, didn't we, Josh?
Yeah, that's what the one because he's known for this no matter where we are, but that one was the most embarrassing because other people notice.
And no offense to other radio, except for the ones that I mean offense to.
They know who they are.
But it's just, we don't need any more radio after we're done with radio every day. That's what I mean by that, For most cases, that's what I mean by that. We just don't need to spend any more. So we go to this event. No one really knows each other, right? There were some
There's some people that we were really glad to meet, very cool to us.
Radio personalities from all around town, and there was free food. And this so-called boss of ours went over and just piled up a plate sky high because it was free food. Mm-hmm. And he's just windmilling the food. It's all over his face. He's trying to talk to people. But the most important thing in his brain that day was not whatever we were there to meet about. It wasn't to, what's the word in the business when you talk to other...
Network.
Not to network. It was to just pour free food. And he embarrassed the balls off of both of us.
Yeah, it wasn't even just that. He kept doing impressions.
Oh, for God's sake.
And we had never met Dave Ryan, and that's the first time we met him, and he was very kind to us.
Not a pleasant experience.
Yeah. Meeting Dave? I thought it was. And then our boss comes over and starts doing it, and eventually Dave's like, okay, I get it. I get it. You're the impression guy.
What our boss wanted everyone in the room to know is he's not just a boss. He also used to be on the radio, and maybe you remember some of my bits. As a matter of fact, I'll do them out loud and see if anybody reacts.
And when nobody does, I'll just double down and keep
And his face is covered in peas and broccoli and chicken and pork and steak and shrimp.
Sounds like a good spread.
And... there was some venison in there, some bear,
some
quail, duck,
pocket pizza. A few people are texting in reminding me that we had a coworker do that at my wedding. He wasn't even really invited. This former coworker, he showed up towards the end of the reception, and they're saying, didn't he take home Chipotle? He didn't take home Chipotle. He took all the desserts.
Oh.
He walked away with a bunch of desserts.
Crazy work.
Yeah. Hey, the Chicago White Sox is how you say it. They've passed their win total from last season.
Yeah.
Yeah. They only won 41 games last year as of Saturday.
Colorado's 12 behind them.
That's awesome.
There's a chance Colorado might not get there.
Well, but they're trying like hell.
And they're still drawing big crowds, too. It's pretty impressive.
It's the marijuana.
Yeah.
Friday night, the Rockies pulled off one of the most insane comebacks in Major League history. They were playing at home against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the Pirates were leading 9-0 after the first half inning. But the Colorado offense got going. They scored 10 runs over the first 5 innings, but Pittsburgh kept scoring more runs. So it was 16-12 Pittsburgh heading into the bottom of the 9th, and the Pirates blew it. The Rockies were down 16-15. Some dude hit a 2-run home run, and the place was up for grabs.
I can't decide which team is the more sad of the two, because Pittsburgh at least has talent, has had talent over the last few years and has done nothing with it. Colorado just, it's just a miserable place to play baseball right now.
Well, it wasn't the other night they pulled off one of the Randy.
No, I get that, but just overall, they've won only 30 games. They're 51 games under 500.
They're quite a few games. They became the first team in 20 years to allow 9 runs in the first inning and still win a game. When your team walks off the opposition at home by a final of 17-16, I think you got your damn money's worth.
Deep left field, way back, he's got it! Unbelievable! I've never seen anything like this. 17-16, the Rockies win it!
They don't sound like a very depressed crowd in that particular moment. That's like CM Punk walking out to AEW right there.
Yeah.
That's the kind of fan base you hope they get it turned around for.
Yeah.
If they're going to keep showing up like that.
Yeah. We were talking about how we get our hands on free food. Some folks pull food out of I told you about a guy I know that pulls food out of the dumpsters. People have texted and said, what, you guys have never had a garbage bagel? Seattle Mariners outfielder Julio Rodriguez hit a dong yesterday to become the first player in Major League history with 20 or more home runs and 20 or more stolen bases in each of his first 4 seasons, if that means anything to you. And obviously it does not.
He's a good player.
But that's okay. Sure. It's okay.
Yeah. I don't think he's turned out to be the great generational player that everybody thought he would be.
I understand. I do. Now, 2 Cleveland Guardians players are in trouble for gambling. We talked about it last week. That's a hell of a story. They may have been intentionally throwing piss-poor pitches during certain at-bats when they knew that people were betting on it. Make some people some money on the side, maybe get a cut. These are the rumors that are going around. I don't know exactly what they were doing. But Randy Shaver, being the derelict, degenerate gambler that you are, I thought you'd
don't blame me for that.
I'm not blaming you for this. I'm not.
All right.
I thought you'd find it interesting that the governor of Ohio is looking to maybe ban prop bets in the state of Ohio.
Well, that would solve that problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mike DeWine is his name.
I think it's more the prop bets that you can make as the game is going along.
Yeah. I believe
betting.
They call them micro prop bets.
Yes.
From what I understand.
It's not before the game starts and you're, will the pitcher throw 5 strikeouts or more?
Right.
It's not that kind of a thing. It's more as it's happening.
I believe you're right about that. Oh, wow. What else is going on? Yes.
Did you see the video of our guy?
If it's
Jared
Anne
Allen?
Heche's beehole in Psycho, I already saw it.
No.
Oh.
The video of Jared Allen at the Hall of Fame in Canton do his infamous rodeo maneuver after he would get a sack.
No.
And he split his pants.
Oh. No, I did not see that video.
You've got to see the video. He's on the stage after he got the yellow jacket. He's on the stage with his family, his 2 daughters and his wife. And before they walk off the stage, he does that signature where he kind of bends down and does the twirl with the rope kind of a thing. And he split his pants so bad that there's a rip. You can visit, and he reaches back to try to hide it.
Oh, no.
As they're walking off. I was dying laughing.
I got to find this.
Couldn't believe it. His speech was awesome. He was great. He was one of the better speeches I've heard. But this is the night before at the unveiling of the jacket.
Oh, pants.
Did I miss this?
Do you see it?
No. Well, let me just answer my question real quick. Did they induct new guys into the Hall of Fame and I missed it?
It was this weekend.
Oh, I missed it.
In Canton this weekend because they had the Hall of Fame football game this week.
Oh.
And then Sunday was the induction, but Saturday night was the jacket ceremony.
Yes, I'm watching right now as the ass split on his slacks.
I mean, it's a big ass tear.
Yeah, that is. It's down his leg. Those pants suck.
Oh my God, that's pretty good.
That is funny. All right, I completely spaced this. So who went into the Hall of Fame over the weekend?
Let's see, Eric Allen.
Sure. Defensive back.
I don't have it in front of me here. Sorry.
I completely forgot.
I know. Antonio Gates, Sterling Sharp.
Oh, really?
I think those were the 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sterling Sharp. Oh, well, that sucks. Right in front of his kids and everything.
Poor guy.
Right in front of his kids.
It's pretty funny.
Friday night, a sex toy was tossed onto the court during a WNBA game for the second time in a week.
Yeah, I mean, it's super disrespectful. I don't really get the point of it. It's really immature. Whoever's doing it just needs to grow up.
That is a WNBA player. That was Elizabeth Williams, who plays for the Chicago Sky. Now, this happened, this latest dildo toss, during the Golden State Chicago game in Illinois. And
Dildos? No.
And it was bright green. This one was bright green again.
Yeah.
Just like the last one.
Well, you want to make sure you see it.
Yeah, the guy's trying to brand himself.
The best thing they can do is stop talking about it, because the more they talk about it, the more people are going to want to do it.
Well, there's nothing they can.
Right.
The media is going to talk about it.
I know. But
So, again, a similar incident happened last Tuesday during a game in Atlanta. Now, you heard that Elizabeth Williams, she thinks it's super disrespectful. Other players are having fun with it. There were other players who were quoted after the game that said they were laughing. They've never seen anything like it before. They had a good time. New York Liberty forward Isabel Harrison. No, that's not her. I'll get there. Indiana Fever guard Sidney Colson has been joking around on social media that the big fat green dildo belongs to her. And she's even referred to the sex toy as her mean green.
Oh, gosh.
Now, the WNBA said that the individual who threw this latest giant, heavy, green, rubbery fake penis onto the court was arrested and beaten.
With the toy.
Yeah. Just a big double ender.
And the WNBA wants to make it very clear that any person throwing objects onto the court will be ejected from the arena and face a minimum 1-year ban. We're going to see it again, aren't we?
Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah, oh yeah.
This has become a thing, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it is kind of funny.
All right, a huge controversy. What are you doing, Brad Ryder?
I was going to take a cheap shot at the WNBA, and it's not worth it because they didn't do anything to deserve my cheap shot. So I'm going to move on.
They have not deserved it. You're right.
No, they haven't.
A huge controversy has ripped the WNBA to pieces, and it has nothing to do with sex toys. The baby. Has everyone heard about the baby?
Yes.
The baby?
Mm-hmm.
Was that
I
Link
have
State?
not.
They had a baby crawl at halftime.
Oh.
Where the babies crawl to a finish line and everyone loves it and thinks it's the cutest thing that's ever.
It is pretty cute. You can see it on 93x.com.
And our baby carrier, Ashley, has had to leave early. She's got a doctor's appointment. I wish she was here in order to...
Oh, she's leaving early.
No, Brad.
Scheduled. This was
Okay.
Settle down, Brad.
This was planned a couple
The
times.
Joneser and Brad can't help himself.
Well, when your boat and your boat lift and your dock gets sucked up by a thunderstorm,
I
you
need
can
a
use
little
some
extra
money.
cash right now. Exactly. Yes.
They had one of those baby crawl races at halftime of Saturday's game between the Las Vegas Aces and the Minnesota Lynx, and a little baby girl by the name of Ada. She had a sizable lead over the other babies, and then she decided to, as the young people would say, flex on her opponents a little bit. Once the baby crossed the half-court line, it stood up and started taking steps toward the finish line. And the crowd lost their mind.
Oh, my gosh, that's big.
She stumbled a couple times, but managed to stay upright all the way until she reached her mommel at the finish line. Now, after the race, the Las Vegas Aces tweeted out the video of this baby and said those were the first steps that baby Ada had ever taken, but not so fast. You can't just say something like that and not have a few of the 8th graders and expert adults on Twitter throw their genius point of view into the mix. Several fans have speculated that the baby had probably walked before.
Baby was a ringer.
Jeez.
Some said that Ada looked far too coordinated for these to be her first steps, so they're calling BS on this, and they don't appreciate it.
Back in my day, there was integrity in the baby crawls.
That's right. So social media is now looking to cancel that baby and her mother. The baby daddy said, well, she has stood before, but she's never walked before. And then he was canceled, too.
Good. Drag his ass.
Oh, my God.
What do you think, Josh? You've seen babies before.
She looked like she's probably walked a little bit before, but what do I know? She could just be a quick learner.
Josh.
She's great under pressure.
Such a hater.
I never said to cancel anybody. You're canceled.
Ah, dang it.
You're canceled.
By the way, the Lynx won Saturday in that controversial baby crawl game.
Timberwolves.
Jesus.
That'll get you.
I just took at least an hour and a half off my...
That one always sneaks up on me.
Yeah. The Lynx won by 53 points on the road in that ball game, and that's the largest road win in WNBA history. In case you're keeping score, by damn. Longtime NBA player Danilo Gallinari. Who remembers that peckerhead?
Barely.
I recognize the last name.
Good shooter, played for a pile of teams.
Yeah. He's like a bigger guy, right?
Yeah.
Forward.
Yeah. Now he plays pro ball overseas. His pregnant wife got attacked by a shark.
Ooh.
Wow.
And she's fine. His wife, Eleonora, or something along those lines, was swimming at a beach in Puerto Rico when a baby shark tried to eat her. Took a big she got off to the hospital. She needed surgery. But she's good to go now. Danilo was there to help her out the entire time. They were near shore on a super crowded beach. She joked, Josh, hang on to something now.
All right.
And thank God she's okay, of course. She joked later that the shark would be hearing from her lawyer. Hearing from your lawyer, that's ridiculous. It's a shark.
You're right. That's a people thing.
And Danilo and his wife missed out on a Bad Bunny concert because of this incident.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Because she was in the hospital having surgery to put her leg back on. Former NBA player Gilbert Arenas is out on bail after being arrested for allegedly running an illegal gambling operation. He went on the internet and said he plans to snitch on others to avoid going to prison. Okay. He's got a trial scheduled for September. He could face up to 15 years in prison. Whatever. Who cares? The only reason I felt the need to bring this up again is because one of his former teammates got on social media and tweeted about Gilbert Arenas' current situation. Former NBA player, former teammate, Kwame Brown tweeted out simply this. Kwame Brown tweeted out, "Man, what a stupid mother effer."
I was going to say, how many times has that headline been read that former NBA player Gilbert Arenas is out on bail?
Well, yeah.
It's been read a few times.
That friggin' cracked me up. Man, what a stupid
Wasn't he the one who brought a gun into the locker room?
Arenas was, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he had guns in the locker room. We got to get going, but before we go, Indianapolis Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson has vowed to make a greater impact on his ball club. He's even going as far as to cut Skittles out of his diet.
Jesus. How about maybe complete a pass? God.
Is he not very good at quarterback?
You know what? He was highly touted and highly drafted, but he has just been, injuries have been a part of this, but he's just not been very good.
Oh, that's too bad. But now
maybe it's Skittles related.
Yeah, he's cutting Skittles out. He says, I had to cut the sweets out. I used to be big on Skittles and all that stuff, eating candy all the time.
That's what Jokic did, remember? He was way too big.
Oh, right. Yeah,
he cut all the candy out.
But I think the current champion is Dwight Howard.
Oh, yeah, he's talking about that.
When he was a player, he said in a day he'd eat a dozen Milky Ways, and then he'd blow through 52 blow pops, and he'd Laffy Taffy, and he was highest bidder on a Kirby Puckett candy bar. Or was that us?
That was us.
We were highest bidder on it. All right, you bastards. Thanks, boys.
All right.
We'll talk to you tomorrow, Brad Ryder and Randy Shaver. Coming up next, if you feel the need to chat with a doctor, our text telephone number is 651-989-9393. You got any questions about your this or your that? Our pal Dr. P will do his damnedest to help you out. So again, text in, and we'll see where we can go with this. Dr. P is next on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Hey friends, Dana here. And yeah, sure, we got plenty of summer left, but we all know what comes next when the weather shifts from crotch soup season to frozen shriveled peas season. That's why I love my pals at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. It's the perfect time to get them out and take a peek at both your AC and your furnace. Book your AC tune-up by August 21st and save $45 or save $90 when you bundle both. It's the early bird deal, and it's the way to go for peace of mind on both ends. Go to standardheating.com and make sure to mention 93X when you book.
Dr. P. Jesus.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Friggin' Dr. P. Jesus. He's here, and he's happy to field your questions at the telephone number of 651-989-9393. Dial that up and text Dr. P a question, by damn. Hello, Dr. P.
Oh, got to turn that mic.
Yeah, let me turn that microphone on. Good morning.
Good morning.
You know, for all you big Dr. P fans, he has confirmed that he will be making an appearance at our big old broached out cancer event at the YZ American Legion come August 22nd. Woo! Thank you for helping us out, Dr. P.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
That'll be fun.
All of us, minus Ashley, I believe, will be making an appearance that evening and helping out. Ashley, she'll be wrestling with an umbilical cord, I believe, around that time. But you can get your tickets to the event at 93x.com. Click on calendars. Click on station events. $20 a head. Monies go to the Randy Shaver Cancer and Community Fund. It's a great way to help folks who are sick.
Do you know how easy it is to buy those tickets online? It's easy enough that my mom was able to buy tickets without having to call me and ask for help.
Wow.
So
she did it on her own.
Did it on her own.
Who's this guy she's bringing?
It's always somebody new. You never know.
Unbelievable.
I know.
That she would do that to you when you're trying to...
And she actually bought 4 tickets. So I think she's bringing 3 dudes with her.
Whoa.
Jesus, I know.
Tell them all you're not going to call them Dad.
Yeah. I'm just crying over my chicken.
We appreciate you joining us, Dr. P. How is everything?
Everything's good. Everything's good. Yeah, I'm in the middle, or not in the middle. I am preparing for a kitchen remodel, so that's my first foray into that. I've only been putting it off for about 12 20 years.
That's usually how it goes.
Need any help?
Nick
I'll
just
swing
went-
by.
You
Nick
can
just
help.
Did
Come,
that. He
come
could
and-
maybe give you some advice.
Sure, you can come destroy stuff.
Have you been running wild and kind of living it up on the weekends? Because Josh mentioned that, sometimes you're difficult to get a hold of, and we all assumed it's because you're just knee-deep in blondes or something.
I think you play hard to get.
Have you been living it up lately?
I try to mix it up with blondes and brunettes, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Redheads?
I haven't dabbled in redheads lately. No. No.
What silver foxes?
Oh. I'm the only silver fox in my house.
That's true, you are a silver fox.
Let's see. I had a foster dog back for a few days, just like a little dog sitting. That was kind of fun.
But the foster dog thing, that's all part of your...
Yeah.
That's trying to get chicks.
I really don't have anything.
It's all part of your gimmick,
Yeah,
right?
do you want to come over and meet my puppy?
Yeah. I don't have anything like really nefarious or interesting going on. I must say.
All right.
Can I try one thing? I did. I mean, sadly, Lonnie Anderson died.
Yeah.
Can I just try to say one thing into the microphone here?
Yeah, please.
Dr. Johnny Fever.
You sounded just like him.
Oh, God, that didn't. But the
Howard Hessman's character, Johnny Fever. Did I get the right actor? Howard
I think
Hessman?
you did, which is incredible.
Johnny Fever, WKRP.
I mean, I was right. We were probably the same age. So it was like I was a little, like an 8-year-old kid or something, and that was on. So that was my impression of the radio business.
You did great.
I did this.
You did great. We were discussing, of course, the passing of Lonnie Anderson earlier, and by all accounts, she's a sweet lady, and she'll be missed. Although Josh and I admitted that television show didn't really grab us.
Really?
Interestingly enough, later in life, we volunteered for a career in radio, but it never really drug me in the way some others did. I remember their very emotional episode when that Who concert killed a bunch of people at the ballpark. Older people know what I'm talking about.
Okay, I don't remember that. I think I watched some of it, but yeah, that was my only exposure to life in radio, and I bet it was not very real.
You did all right.
It's worse.
You did all right.
Yeah,
Just so you know, it's worse.
Great.
A very timely question has been texted in for you, Dr. P. From a listener wondering if there's any medicine that one could take to combat the symptoms of breathing in all this wildfire smoke. We've been gutting Canadian wildfire smoke for a couple summers in a row now. And is there anything like allergy pills or regular cold pills, a listener wants to know. I was outside all weekend, and I'm really congested now, and I can feel it in my eyes.
Yeah, but they said medicine to prevent inhaling it?
To combat the symptoms.
Okay, yeah. That's a good question. I mean, I guess probably an over-the-counter allergy pill would be about the best thing. The thing is, it's not really necessarily an allergen. It's an irritant, but at least it's worth trying. So something like Allegra or Zyrtec, they're over-the-counter antihistamines that don't make you tired generally, unlike Benadryl, which is very effective, but usually people can't function too well if they're taking that.
Okay, is anyone here, does it really affect you in any way?
I notice it, but I don't think it really bothers me.
A few weeks ago, I was very, very bothered by it. I haven't noticed it again since. I had burning eyes and
okay.
So I mean, things like saline nasal rinse. I mean, whether you do it with a neti pot where you kind of pour salt water through your nose, that can help flush out some of that junk. And then even for people who don't wear contacts, getting some saline that's meant to use for contacts to squirt that in your eyes if you really are irritated.
Okay. Dry Reachenthal, do you recommend that? Or do the side effects negate?
No, the rapid snap coiling of the penis has always appealed to me as a side effect.
The loud crackling of the nipples as well.
The reason I ask is, I have a fairly easy time. I don't notice it too much, but I feel bad for those who it's really taking a toll on. A pal of mine who works outdoors every day, he's got a friggin' smoker's hack now. And at least he's blaming it on the wildfires.
No, it's bad. I guess I remember I read about it a few weeks ago, and it's there's a name for this particular very tiny particulate matter that's in the smoke that, unfortunately, when we breathe it in, it's so tiny it gets like way down into our lungs, which is really not what you want. I would think if you're working outside all day, you probably, bring out the masks again. Woohoo!
I have noticed a couple people wearing masks.
Same here.
I was just going to ask, is that a COVID thing or is it a wildfire thing?
To me, it's
a good question, actually. I think it is wildfire. I've definitely talked to some people. The problem is I don't think the masks that were used for COVID, I don't know that they necessarily. Well, I guess they filter out virus. I'm not entirely sure whether they're that effective for this kind of smoke. I mean, usually it's a bit more of a specialized respirator you would wear.
Are the wildfires real, or am I getting that confused with something else?
Like the birds, I mean? Or?
The wildfires are real.
They are real, supposedly. Okay. I mean, I guess I didn't go there. But
well, how about we start our own wildfires and send some smoke back their way?
Yeah.
Two can play that game.
It might have to go south all the way around. But
hey, whatever it takes, man.
Yeah, revenge. It'll take a little bit to get that
Time
revenge.
to smoke out Canada. All right.
What about someone, Steel-Eyed Jesus, gets heartburn about the same time almost every day like clockwork? I have no other information than that.
Oh. Well.
What'd you eat?
Yeah. I mean,
I just said I have no other information other than that.
It was rhetorical.
So, yeah. How old is he again then? Yeah, just kidding.
Didn't say.
I know. I guess whenever someone brings up heartburn, I guess I always like to point out, let's not assume it's heartburn, just because that's a perception of a symptom. That it means usually pain in your chest, kind of substernal pain, which can be caused by other things like your heart. So, assuming it's heartburn is not necessarily a good idea. So, that's just the caveat before we talk about it. But
now I'm wondering how close I came to death in my 20s because heartburn used to kick my ass, and maybe it wasn't heartburn.
Yeah, no, it probably was. But
how similar are heartburn and acid reflux? Same thing?
I mean, they really are the same thing. Obviously heartburn is not really a medical term. It's caused by acid reflux.
Oh, okay. I had that once.
The esophagus.
I've only had it once.
Yeah.
I've been very lucky, and that was miserable. Now I see why people complain about it. I had to be on a prescription for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it truly is miserable. You're not supposed to, your stomach is protected from acid by the lining, which is sort of magical, but your esophagus is not. So if you get it's hydrochloric acid. That's what we have in our stomach. It squirts up in your esophagus and it burns. And usually because the way pain is perceived inside the intestines, it's not specific. It's not like a muscle where you can push on it. It's this vague but very alarming sensation. So,
sorry, I got an update on it.
Yeah.
32 years old, diet has been the same for years.
The same time, I mean, I guess, boy.
Could it be like when a certain coworker shows up?
No.
You can't stand?
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, anytime, well, if there's a new pattern when it comes to this sort of stuff, again, you can try over-the-counter medications. There's, Zantac is probably the classic first-line medication. It's essentially... So Benadryl is an H1 blocker, a histamine 1 blocker that works for allergies. Zantac is a H2 blocker, histamine 2 blocker that works for acid reflux. For whatever reason, they're same category but slightly different. But Zantac, if that isn't effective or if you want to try something stronger, Prilosec is sort of the classic proton pump inhibitor. It really decreases the stomach's secretion of acid. Trying one of those for a week or two and seeing if the symptoms just resolve, because that's fine. It may just be, once the esophagus gets irritated, even if there's just a little bit of acid exposure, it's going to persist. So if you can break that cycle with the medication in a couple-week period, great. If not, it's good to go talk to somebody. Again, and if 32, it's very unlikely to be heart or other thing, but... I guess the concern is always, we just don't want to assume it's heartburn. But, I mean, if you take an antacid or if you drink some milk and it feels a little better, that's probably reflux.
That might be it.
We're jaw-jacking with Dr. Pete Jesus here on the Half-Fast Morning Show. 651-989-9393 is the number. If you have a question, you can text it in. Now, here's a question about frontotemporal dementia. Can you ask Dr. Pete what he knows about it? My grandpa just passed away from it, and I'm curious if it's genetic. And I have a possibility of getting it as well.
Yeah. Okay. Frontotemporal dementia is... So Alzheimer's dementia is the one that we tend to hear about. And that affects much of your brain. And you get these... it's called amyloid plaques. So you basically get protein scars in the brain that lead to a certain set of symptoms, which is sort of the slow progression of difficulty forming new memories. People may remember their experience in World War II, but they can't remember what you just said 2 seconds ago. And it gets worse and worse, and eventually they don't eat, and it progresses. Frontotemporal dementia is probably one of the other most common types of dementia. I don't know a ton about it. It's different in the presentation. I'm trying to. I haven't thought about this too much in a while. But
maybe you can look it up when we go on commercial.
I will. It's basically just it's got slightly different symptoms. And so, but again, it's a progressive dementia. In terms of genetics, that's a good question. Even Alzheimer's is, there are tests that, maybe can be used, and markers and things like that, but they're still not necessarily standard.
Okay.
For as far as I know, frontotemporal dementia doesn't have any genetic markers to it, but I'll look that up too to see if it's something to be worried about.
Fair enough.
It's just a different flavor of dementia that's, again, no fun.
Right.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Dr. P. Jesus, welcome to the Half-Assed Morning Show.
93X.
Yeah, that's right. Our guest this morning is our old broski, Dr. James Parnell. He's a real doctor. Dr. P, we almost forgot to ask you a very important question. So our gal, Ashley, who has had to leave already for a doctor's appointment, she's gone already this morning. She's very pregnant. It's obscene at this point. Our hope is, of course, that she's forced to deliver the official baby of the Half-Assed Morning Show right here live on the air. So we were wondering, what bare basic items would we need here to have a chance to deliver this baby live on the radio?
We want to do it live on the air and have the baby alive, right?
Yeah, we want the baby to be very healthy.
Living all the way around.
I want to make it. Josh, all of us want to survive this. Yeah.
I will say boiling water is not necessary.
Okay.
Some warm water would be helpful.
So to wash the baby, rinse our mouth when we throw up from the floor.
Wipe the spittle from your face. Because isn't the thing they always say, we need boiling water and towels?
Yeah, it's always that.
So I read about this. It's basically, I think the idea with the boiling water may have just been to send the dad off to do something.
Wait a minute. My wife needed so much boiling water in our marriage?
Like every time you turn around, she's telling you to go boil water. For anything. The TV is broken. Go boil water.
I'm having friends over. Go boil water.
Yeah, so theoretically, boiling water could be used to sterilize instruments and stuff, but...
Well, we don't have any instruments.
Right. Normally, you're not going to do that. And if
might be some plastic forks in the kitchen.
Right.
And this place is the opposite of sterile.
And hopefully they come in those little plastic things so we know that they're sterile, right?
Sure.
But warm water is good, and a lot of towels.
All right.
And then I would say kind of Dexter-like amounts of plastic to cover up surfaces.
Okay.
Like
what about to make her comfortable? Is that
part of it? I thought you just said you wanted live and live.
Well, we'd like her to be a couple of shots or something.
Geez. Okay, you really are trying to
like hard
do
liquor
it for her. Okay.
For her, not the baby.
Yeah.
Until the baby's
that's going to be tough. I mean, you could do liquor. We're probably not going to have any anesthetics available unless I really prepare.
I've got some hand sanitizer.
Oh, yeah, that'll be fine. We'll just squirt that in her spine.
We'll put a pillow. I didn't know you could squirt hand sanitizer into something.
There is a
We'll
way.
put a pillow under her head, lay down some plastic, get some warm water to wash off the... And what was the other thing? I forgot already.
I wouldn't mind having some gloves.
All right.
And then...
What do we do? So
a lot of towels. And then we do need some scissors.
For the umbilical cord.
And then actually, what are those things you... when you, eat some potato chips and you close it up, the little thing that...
Chip clip?
Yeah, we need those for the umbilical cord.
God,
or something a little bit better.
Do we got to, scoop snot out of the baby and stuff?
It's not bad. It's a good idea to have a bulb syringe if you've got one. One of those little suction syringes.
All right, we're not prepared for this.
No, we're not.
It seems like we need a lot. So in an emergency situation, we've got none of that. What do we do?
Call 911.
911.
Best and try to hold that kid in, maybe.
All right.
No, I mean, truly, it's pretty tough. I mean, the thing is, really, most of the time, a woman can deliver and then the placenta falls out and that's still okay.
I suppose there were thousands upon thousands of years where they just went for it.
Eventually, you need to typically cut the umbilical cord. But I think, honestly, in nature, when animals deliver, I don't know that anybody cuts the umbilical cord. Maybe they do, but
bite it off or something.
But basically, it sort of seals itself off, and the cord will fall off eventually. So if we just left her here for a while, she'd probably be okay.
Although I thought about it, back thousands and thousands of years ago, wasn't the survival rate of babies about 1 in every 100?
I mean, it wasn't great. It wasn't great. No. We don't want to advertise those statistics.
Sure, I don't really know how to feel about it. It would be very exciting.
It would be.
But we're not prepared.
No, I wouldn't want her to be that uncomfortable.
No.
And if she pooped, that would change our relationship.
That would.
It really does.
But I mean, if they did it on the island and the show Lost, I feel like we could do it here in the radio studio.
Yeah. I mean, we could do it. We could totally do it. I think the baby would be fine, but I don't think we should.
Ritalin, Dr. P. Question has come in about Ritalin. Can it make you ejaculate sooner than you want to?
Oh.
Okay, here's the story. I just turned, didn't just turn. I am 45. I just started taking Ritalin. My wife touches me, and I'm ready to go, and she's not that great. What's the story?
It probably could, I guess. Yeah, I haven't really heard that as a side effect, but the erection and male orgasm physiology is regulated by parasympathetic nervous system, which is sort of the relaxation part. That leads to the erection. And then the sympathetic nervous system, which is the more like fight or flight, leads to the ejaculation. So we point and shoot was the way you remember that in med school. We're so clever.
It's very cute.
But seriously, that's how you remember it. But things like Ritalin, because they are a stimulant, it really does kind of replicate the sympathetic nervous system. So, I mean, I think it's possible that it could.
Isn't that something?
I'd never heard that before.
I mean, I haven't heard it. I have not heard that mentioned as a side effect before, but if nothing else changed, then it's possible, yeah. So you got to decide whether you like your ADD or your normal ejaculation timing.
So does the same thing as far as like making it orgasm quicker? Could that happen to women too, or is theirs completely different?
No, it could. I mean, it is. Well, I mean, their bodies are slightly different, yes, Josh. I mean, there's a few variation,
I've noticed their penises are smaller.
Yeah, but no, it is. I think it is still. It's the same point and shoot, huh? Parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system. It's the balance of those two parts of the nervous system.
Fascinating.
And frontotemporal dementia, we should just mention really quick.
Oh, yes. We had a question about that earlier. Frontal temporal dementia, is it hereditary? Is that the word? Did I use the right word?
You did, actually.
Yes.
That was perfect. Yeah, it actually is more hereditary than Alzheimer's. I did not necessarily think about that. It's not, I haven't seen it that much. But it's actually not an uncommon type. It's a different pathophysiology than Alzheimer's. It tends to happen to younger people, which can be very sad. And their behavior can be quite erratic.
Okay.
But yeah, and I think the listener said that their grandfather died of it.
Yes.
Ideally, the grandfather might have had testing to see if he had a marker of it, because that would be something to go talk to a genetic counselor about.
Okay.
To consider testing, because yeah, at least one of the statistics I looked up said like 30 to 50% of people who develop frontotemporal dementia have a relative that has it. So not that it's necessarily going to happen, but if you do get it, you probably had it in your family. So
sure.
Yeah, genetic counselors, that's what they do. They look at a condition, they look at your family history, and they can talk to you about available tests. And it's one of those things. Some people would want to know. Some people probably wouldn't.
Is there anything you can do if you find out early? Oh, really? So it doesn't matter?
So that really is that's the issue. If you want to, you may end up for the rest of your life worried about it and never get it.
Right.
Or don't do the testing and you do or don't. Yeah, it's really how you look at life.
You are a brilliant man.
You are. You went to school a long time.
I did.
A listener texted in, by the way, and said there's only 2 things we need if we have to aid Ashley in her childbirth right here live on the radio. Josh, do you know what these two things are?
I'm going to guess.
Go ahead.
Is it an old priest
Yes.
and a young priest?
The power of Christ compels you.
I like that.
The power of Christ compels you.
That would be insane if somebody videotaped us delivering and you guys yelling that.
Just to freak out. You know what? Actually, Ashley might appreciate that.
Yeah, I think she'd be into it.
She probably would.
Thanks, Dr. P.
Yeah,
Good to be here.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Dr. P. Very sorry to the questions we could not get to, not on purpose. Hopefully we can get you next time. 2 weeks from today, you'll be back? All right.
We had more questions about ejaculate, too, and we're out of time.
Yeah, we always seem to get quite a bit of that. We're just covered in it. Happy birthday to HVAC Bowler Jesus. Have a great Monday, everybody.
93X Half-Assed Morning Show. 93.
Hey friends, Dana here. And yeah, sure, we got plenty of summer left, but we all know what comes next when the weather shifts from crotch soup season to frozen shriveled peas season. That's why I love my pals at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. It's the perfect time to get them out and take a peek at both your AC and your furnace. Book your AC tune-up by August 21st and save $45 or save $90 when you bundle both. It's the early bird deal and it's the way to go for peace of mind on both ends. Go to standardheating.com and make sure to mention 93X when you book.